What's going on, people? TroopzTV. Back again. Like our blood clot again, you understand? Episode 366 of Back Again. You don't know the vibes. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe to the blood clot thing. You know what I'm saying? Big up the chat as always, blood. You understand? Big up the mods, them. My brothers. Flawless wasn't the one that was late, blood. You understand?
They thought it was me.
Yeah, blood. They thought it was you, blood. It wasn't even you, fam. You understand? You was here from early. You get me?
Rightfully so. After that,
fair play to Flawless, blood. You get me? It was Peanut Head and you get me? Soon to be Lou Shiesty. You understand? But let me check in on the man, them. You understand? Months just about got the 3 points, blood. But you got it.
I can say the same about you, my bro. But listen, 3 points is 3 points. You know what I'm saying? It ain't easy to get 3 points, Troops. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. So you gotta cherish them when you get them. Is it? I could have played well and drawn the game. What a different show this would have been. You know? So yeah, man. But I do have a list. I've got a list of things. You know, I've got a list of drinks, beverages, snacks. I'm gonna need. Hey, Flawless, Lewis. Make sure you be paying attention. I got a whole list as well. So yeah. Throughout the show, I'm gonna be a bit parched. Need some snacks. Might need some Freddos and that. I chat. Let me know if you don't want anything in it. Obviously, I got a couple man going shop and that. It's not just the one that's going shop as well. So Danny, DJ, Chiavelli, Certified, T, You know what I'm saying? Troops, let me know if you want anything. Let me know. I Trey, if you can hear me, let me know if you need anything. You know, let me know if you need anything. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if Carter needs something as well. You know what I'm saying? Let me know, innit? You lot, let me know. I'm a bit sick as well, by the way. So I'm gonna need some of the ginger, lemon, honey, and that, all that stuff in it. So yeah, man. Let me know if you don't want anything from the shops and that. Because 15th and that. We are 15th, so you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's it, man. I'm just a bit parched, really, and I'm happy to get my 3 points. As shameless as it is, and as poor as we played, I do not care. I do not care how I won my game. Some people here are Tottenham's bitch. In fact, you know what? Cheeks lost to his side bitch 3rd time in a row. So times can't get better. And it's good to be back in winning ways. Obviously, I haven't won in like 3 games, so I'm good. How are you? How are you guys? That's what I want to know. How are you guys?
Flawless.
Oh, right.
Yo.
Okay.
How are you, blood? You get me? Your main thing got smoked on the mains by the side thing, blood. You understand?
It's crazy.
You get me? You didn't what? No white one today, no? You pull up with the red and the black tee.
I had the red one last time. Don't do that. This was there the last show. Don't do that. Don't try that.
You broke up now, yeah?
The last one. No. Definitely not. No. You know what I'm saying?
Broken up now, yeah.
I didn't say all that. You know what I'm saying? I did not say all that whatsoever.
You broke up now, innit?
No, we haven't. I did not say that. No. Just because you was the one who announced it and put us together, don't mean you're the one to break us up. You know what I'm saying?
Announced it.
Yes, you and it was
me.
You. Yes, you.
Me, yeah.
I'm telling you this.
Me.
It was you.
Okay.
You sparked this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it started here. It was you. Because I tried to deny it, and it was you. People can go back and check. The tapes is there.
Me.
Man.
Okay, watch.
Yeah. You. It was you. You know what I'm saying? You caused the gimmick, and you have a much bigger voice than I do. It was you.
Okay, this is me, yeah?
It was you. Yeah, this
is me, yeah?
No, this ain't you. This is after the fact. February the 16th. So that's today. Yes.
But I'll tell you what's you, blood.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what's you, blood. This is you, blood.
We're fucking 15th. We're 15th. We are 15th, sir. We are 15th. We are 5 points away from relegation. Yeah? We are closer to the bottom than the top, bro. We ain't winning Europa. We're fucking 15th.
That's you, blood.
No, that is that.
Look at the face. That is you right now, blood.
Yeah,
if someone could put Flawless's face, pause.
Edit that.
I'll give you like a second to get the screenshot. You understand?
Nah, you know what? Yeah, you lot do. Make sure you do a good job because I use that. Because I use this at the start of my match reaction. So if someone does a good edit,
I saw that, blood. I like that match reaction, blood. I had the popcorn, blood.
I put it at this guy's a dickhead. I put it at the start of my match reaction, at the end of my match reaction. Go check it out if you haven't, people. But yeah, that I take blame. The 15th, I take blame for 100%. I spoke that one into existence. The Spurs think no, the 15th, yes. But yeah, I'm blessed, man. Obviously, we got a lot to discuss. But yeah, I'm all good.
Lewis.
We're here. Lewis, by the way, your camera's a bit low. We want to see you get like
Lewis.
Oh, is it one sec? Is this better? Is this better?
Bro. Yeah, that's good. You good, bro? You good,
bro. But you obviously don't like to
rule of thirds. That's what they taught me. Yeah, cool.
You don't like to be beside the seaside, do you?
No, that's why I didn't go. I already knew what was coming. Just didn't expect it to be that bad. But yeah, just here to represent. Literally just here for that. Man's here when we win. Man's here when we lose. All of that shit.
Oh yeah.
But, yeah.
Couldn't find cover, could you?
Huh? Cover?
Yeah, you was looking for cover for today's ep, weren't you? Weren't able to find any cover, no.
I didn't even try, to be honest. But yeah. Big up though. We're here. We're shit. All of that.
Pride of London. You know what I'm saying? No shots.
Oh, damn right. London's blue or London's dead. Don't get it twisted.
No shots on target. Big up, stop the cross blood. He says Anthony has 4 GNA in 4 games for Betis and 3 man of the matches.
Good shot, Anthony. I'm glad he's balling out over there. I hope it continues.
Freedom, I lie.
Yeah, I hope it continues.
Freedom,
Shout out to
blood.
Anthony. We gotta try and raise his value somehow. I hope it continues. Shout out Anthony.
Freedom. You know what I'm saying? Freedom Street. Guys always say. You see me? Big up comical Ali. Says flawless at the Spurnabout. Word to X. Gets no result as Anthony is shining bright. Monts soldiers on against Wolves, but sweating a little bit. He's back again, blood. You understand? He said Troop savors the moment against the Foxes, but ain't buying the short-term happiness. Battered and cooked twice. Lewis needs inspiration. The makeup is coming off Enzo Maresca. Or should I say Enzo
Could have made a
Mascara?
mascara joke. Yeah, he missed that one. There was a mascara joke there.
Enzo Mascara, blood. You understand? Challenging time ahead. It's a bit peak for them, innit? Sixth position and all that. You know what I mean? Maresca out real soon. We will be there. Big up Fats. He says, no energy to say mustard. I got energy, though. You understand? After that shit on V-Day. V-Day was supposed to be celebrated with loved ones and the W. But it's over, babe. See ya.
Shout out Fats.
So what, is Fats Maresca out?
Not to my knowledge, no. Although if he is, he can just super chat and we'll know.
Big up, stop the effing shot, blood. Man like Andy. OG Queens in the chat. Says, had a good V-Day weekend. Back to business. Andy Q. Serious Barca. Goes all out to jump first, and convince players like Victor, Cunha, Timber, Gabriel to join Flick. Arsenal scrapes by United in 15th. Bumski. Man said bumski, blood. Mad thing. Flick's doing his thing. I can't lie, blood. Barca top of the league, bro. They told me Flick wasn't that guy, you get me? But, oh, well, here we are. Big up,
they told me he was shit because he couldn't get Germany working. But oh, well.
That's what they told me. Big up, stop the effing shot, blood, again. He says Lewis ski mask loading as Chelsea fist up 3-1. Bums FC.
3-1?
3-0, sorry.
Yeah. We got to get a shot on target first before we even talk about goals. But yeah, big up, man. Big up.
Big up Fats again. He says never, ever put Brighton away during winter period. Ever again. And a mustard.
I've been screaming mustard to
Yeah, man, gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Man, I'm mudded. Big up Todd Miller. He said, do you blame Spain for 21 years of no league title? Bro, Brenny set the stream in Spain, blood. You understand? Obviously, everyone knows we don't go live at 12:30, blood. So if you lot got sense, unlike your board, unlike your manager, unlike your players, blood, you get me. But, you know what I mean? Hold that, Todd Miller. Big up Solly Jr. He says, Lewis got shat on 3 times on Valentine's Day. Love.
It's a very weird visual, but yeah, big up, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Big up Mally.
Didn't know scat was their thing, but fair play. Everyone's got their own thing. Whatever.
Big up Mally. He says, flawless, I need 1 water. Fuck that. 10 pack of water.
Sure, Mally. Big up for the super chat.
You know what I mean? Man wants the what's that? What's my water, blood? The Saka. You get the Turkish water, blood. That's the best water, fam. I don't even fuck with this English water. Real tough. Big up Corey.
I rip the fucking label off immediately.
Yeah, trust. I bet you're in your feelings, blood. Big up Corey. He says Chelsea got put in a big spliff. He's moving mad.
Yeah.
Rashad's crazy.
He's moving mad. He says, "Bill, big up Fats again." He says, "Get that SpongeBob, Win Stanley, and Patrick Stewart out. Sick and tired of these egghead Barley hiring these stupidities." Man said these stupidities, you know.
Yeah, get rid of all three of them fuckers.
That's where we're gonna start, blood. You understand? We're gonna go to you first, Lewis, blood. You get me? We ain't gone to you first for a while, blood. You understand? But when you're getting slapped 3-0, you get me? After going out in the cup the week before is absolutely crazy, blood. You understand? You lot are out the top 4. Maresca out, soon to be trending.
Maresca out's already been trending.
Is it trending already?
Yeah, like, bro, our form's been terrible. It was always going to be trending sooner or later.
2 wins in 12, alive.
I think it's 10. Still not great, but yeah, 2 wins in 10. And we've been bitched by Brighton again. I thought that FA Cup game was going to be the worst performance of the season. We decided to literally go back there and say, hold my beer. We can make it worse, guys. Don't worry. We can make it even worse. Utterly pathetic performance from everybody from top to bottom. I'm probably going to end up going on a tangent for a little bit on this, but this game managed to be even worse than the match from last week. Again, started pretty well. Cole Palmer's just shooting wide all first half. There was a brilliant opportunity within like 10, 15 minutes for him to just lay it off to Pedro Neto, who had like acres of space. Didn't, and just shot at some seagull. And like I think that was basically just the story of his game. We concede the first goal off just stupidity. Everyone's going to talk about how Mitoma scored a wonder goal and everything. I'm just trying to wonder how he got that little pressure that he was able to bring the ball down like that, because that's pathetic.
That touch was
yeah, ridiculous touch. But why is he allowed to do it? Why is he allowed to do that?
Yeah, you lot said that Chalobah coming back was a master stroke, no?
No, not a master stroke. It was just the easiest decision you could make to just bring him back, and that's it. And like honestly, he's just another one of the centre backs that we have. This guy don't stand out for anything. Gives you a little bit of experience, and that's about it. He's still looking like a little bit of a bozo. So does he really raise the needle? You know what? Not really. But yeah, we concede the first goal stupidly. And also because, yet again, I'm noticing that when the ball's in the first phase, we don't seem to press. Or if we do, it's such a shit press that's just easy to play through. And then on top of that...
You've got one of the best pressers, like Neto. Neto's press is serious. Why is it not pressing the way it was pressing at Wolves? At Wolves, he was like a little pit bull, just running down man all the time. Like I remember Chelsea fans saying that when Neto was signed.
How much pressing?
I'll get to Neto in a little second. Okay. But my thing
Neto
is
would
like,
press months, bro. Neto was always known as a presser.
Let me go, please. Right. So not only that, we're not pressing, but we're playing high up. So all you really need is one direct ball and then the players through. This has happened against Manchester City a good number of times. It's happened yet again in this one. If we're not going to press like that from the front, drop back. Why are we making it so easy for us to get played over the top like that? Because it's happening in more than one game and this shit is pissing me off. But then afterwards, like we try making a few more chances. We get a little bit aggressive. We score an equalizer that gets ruled out for a fucking weak ass push. Weak as shit. I don't know how that shit gets called, but you know what? Welcome to refereeing in the Premier League. Shock and horror. Bad decision gets made. I've said numerous times, you just have to account for shit like that, and you have to make more opportunities. We barely did from that point. Colwill, and though we tried to play the ball out, get caught in transition. Brighton come back on us. Colwill nearly puts the ball into his own net, and the defense is at 6s and 7s all match. So, I mean, all throughout that situation, which leads to the second goal being conceded. We can barely do anything in the final third. Yet again, we've gone there, and I think we haven't had a shot on target, or we've had one shot on target. The wingers, like, I thought we were meant to change things up. Didn't seem to change anything up at all. Still didn't look like we'd improved in the final third. Sancho's still picking up the ball from the touchline. Neto is, I was defending this guy a month ago. I can't be fucked for defending this guy anymore. Your man wanted to do this and this and this to go and get locked up by Tariq Lamptey twice. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't mind you doing stuff like this if you can like back it up on the pitch. You're not. You gave Lamptey the easiest 2 games of his life. And I know it's the easiest 2 games because we brought on Tyreek George in the second half. And within 3 touches, he'd already beaten him at a 1v1. Something he couldn't do in both matches. Absolutely pathetic. The midfield was just getting run through. Like I said, I was lucky not to get sent off. Palmer was poor. I'm
Again?
not even going to... Yeah, again.
You mean as usual?
Palmer again.
You mean as
Ole,
usual?
ole.
You mean as usual? Not again. As usual. That's
Palmer
been
again.
the-
Ole, ole.
Most of
As
it,
usual, he was-
by the way.
No, it's just been terrible for me over the last few games. But yeah, he was crap, and Kunku yet again just pointless. The defense, the third goal all comes from yet again Levi Colwill looking to put accountability on everybody else. This guy gets pushed to the ground so fucking lightly. And also, by the way, like if we're getting a goal conceded, if we're getting a goal taken off us for a light push, that could have been the same way the other way around. But it's also shameless to even bring that up because I weren't calling it for a foul in the moment. I'm just thinking, why the fuck have you just sat there for about the good 20 seconds and just looked around with your hands in the air while the defense is trying to defend from your turnover? This guy's mentality is in the fucking toilet. Doesn't bother to get back. By the time he gets back, they've literally had the shot and they've scored. And like, this is you all over. I've seen another one where we lose the ball in transition from, I think, a corner. And the brother is just jogging back. He's just jogging. You see man like Cucurella, Caicedo, Chalobah sprinting back to get in position and to defend for the team. What's this guy doing? Slow little jog. He's a bitch. He's a fucking bitch. Man needs to be on the bench immediately. Like Chalobah, he pissed me off as well. But you know what? He applies himself. You know what? He's actually going to try and like make those runs. If he makes a mistake, he's going to get himself back into position. This guy, nah. I'll just look around and hope I can get a foul. I'll look around and try and blame whoever else gets beaten in that transition. Fucking joke. He's an absolute joke. But concede the third goal off that, and then we just don't create anything from that point. We're just dead and buried at 3-0. But it also comes down to the same shit that we were asking for in the transfer window. We kept asking for striker depth. We didn't get striker depth ever since Nicholas Jackson's got injured. Our attack has managed to look even worse than it did when Jackson was out of form. Like, I get it. Nicholas Jackson has been awful when it comes to finishing over the last couple of weeks. But fact is, nobody else is forcing mistakes from centre-backs like him. No one else is dragging centre-backs around the pitch like him, opening up space for others, linking up, driving the ball forward. No one's doing that. Nobody's doing that in our attack. It's literally just him. Literally just him. But we already knew this guy was dropping out of form anyway, and we still didn't act on it. We still didn't fucking act on it.
Okay.
Go on, Lou.
Wait, what about who?
No, you could say.
Nah, carry on.
All right, cool. So that comes down to the sporting directors. Now, before I even touch on the sporting directors, like Maresca, 2 games we've played against Brighton, 2 games where we've looked like absolute dog shit in the final third, 2 games where we failed to formulate chances. That comes down to you. This whole thing where we're barely pressing oppositions in the first phase while we're playing high up the pitch, that is on you, and that's something that you have to rectify. Sancho's not a touchline winger. We need to figure that one out, or we need to get more runners around him. Otherwise, that brother's just going to look straight ineffective. I'm already annoyed with the whole Sanchez situation. At least Sanchez is dropped now, but he's cost us how many points for us to even be in this position? And the mentality is also just straight pathetic from him. And like all those areas need to improve. At least we're bringing on players a little bit earlier. But fuck me, how have we managed to go to Brighton twice, an out of form Brighton, and not be able to threaten them? How have we been able to give them the easiest game defensively that they could have? That's pathetic. Now, the sporting directors, like I said, the striker situation all comes down to you. It's not even just been this window. We've been asking for a striker for the last 3 windows. You haven't brought one in. We've loaned out crucial depth. Renato Vega going on loan to Juve. Felix going to Milan. I don't give a damn about that, about João Felix and all of that. But you know what? He's a better 9 than Nkunku. He's a better 9 than Nkunku. I've said I've wanted him to start there for the longest. He would probably offer me a lot more in that position. Now we don't have decent striker options. We don't really have an option to sub on for Cucurella. If we have an injury to Caicedo, we are pissed. But you decided not to bring back Leslie Ugochukwu. You decided to focus on this Strasbourg succession plan and bring in a Mugu so we could send him over to Strasbourg in the summer. That's what you decided your big move was going to be in the January transfer window. Joke. Absolute joke. You knew Maresca had a rigid system that needed certain profiles within the squad. And what have we done? Spent 200 million to try and like recoup nearly all of that and then loan out all of our depth, all for the sake of a few loan fees. Fucking pathetic. So they need to be sacked. If we don't get top 4, well, fuck if we don't get top 4. These men should be sacked now. I can't see another manager go while these 2 fuckers are still in the job. Because ultimately, you are the ones that have built this squad. You are the ones that have spent 1.4 million for me to still have holes in this team. So these 2 have to be the first to go. And for Igbali has to pattern up this fucking model. Because this is your model, this is your directors, this is your plan. Everything that's happened in the last 2 years, you have enabled. You are the one that is pushing for 2 sporting directors so you can remain hands-on, even though like we're the only fucking club that has 2 sporting directors. Kind of woke nonsense is that? Instead of trying to bring in some mentality and some experience into the squad, what are we doing? Bringing in some rugby brother called Willie for fucking experience. Whoop-de-doo, like another rugby guy is going to be the difference for us. Why are we trying to be innovators with everything? Can you just bring in an experienced player instead of just always looking to rugby, man? What is this stupidity? Ultimately, these men value profit and not success. I don't mind if it's both because I know owners have to look for profit. I understand that. Profit and success, though. You man have shown me in the last 2 windows that that's not the case. Because I always see people run the same narrative. Oh, you didn't talk about the sporting directors last season. Listen, dickhead, I finished 5 points off 4th. I could have got that with the window that we had before. I could have got top 4. I could have got the Carabao. Now, other teams around us have improved, and we haven't improved to the same level. Bar left wing, man can't tell me that we've improved any other area in the squad over the last 2 windows. We haven't. So that comes down to them. And that's why they are the ones that need to go. So, all in all, fucking shit. That game opened my eyes to a lot. A lot. Deadass felt like a part of me died watching that match on Friday. But here we are. Here we are. Fucking shit. Now, rest of you lot can go.
Didn't you have the best attack in the league, though, blood?
In Europe.
Oh, Europe. That was it. Europe.
I didn't say that.
Start of the season, you lot were saying that your attack was, one of the best out there.
We've gone to you lot now. Okay, cool.
It's facts.
Well, I said the squad depth was great, and clearly not. Clearly not. But I never said best in Europe. That wasn't me. You gotta go for whoever said that.
Yeah, I'm not saying Europe. You were saying that it's up there in the league. You were saying maybe only City's attack was better.
In terms of depth, maybe, but then we've tried to get rid of half of it, so no, clearly not.
What's going on with Cole Palmer? Because this is just like Like you said, Nicholas Jackson was weeks. It's been months with Jackson. Let's be real, Lewis. It's been months, mate. Yeah, we're talking since flipping maybe November. This guy's fallen off.
December.
I'd say maybe, and I mean, middle.
December. It weren't November. It was December.
He started falling off from November. December is when he went.
No, November he's still bagging goals. His last goal for us came against Brentford in December. He ain't scored since then.
How many goals has he got this season in the league?
I think 9. So
how many goals has Neto got?
2. 2.
2
yeah,
goals.
Not good. Like Moreno's just. I think he's got more league goals than him now. After
He does. Moreno's got 4.
No, he's got double. Even better. Even better. But yeah, Palmer's been terrible the last 2 games. Just call it what it is. He's been garbage. Straight garbage. Like, it's just spamming shoot a lot now. And I guess it's partly because there isn't Jackson as well, because Jackson's the focal point you try to look to. Between him and Nkunku, it's like both of them are just rolling the dice and deciding which one wants to be the more further forward one out of the 2. And there is just a massive lack of cohesion now without that focal point up top. But ultimately, like, Palmer hasn't been good. He just hasn't been good. And yeah, you just got to get yourself out of form, because now it's not you playing on the left-hand side like during October and November. Now it's just the final decision hasn't been great. Hasn't been great at all.
Hey, Luz, do you think Maresca is just taking away his freedom from him? That's what it seems to me. Obviously, you'll be much more.
I was watching the game though. He's not playing like he weren't playing like he's like being held back.
No, not held back. He's still playing because Palmer's still going to do Palmer things. He's still going to drop in. He's still going to drop in and get on the ball on the halfway line and try and make things happen. I just think Chelsea are just a lot less fluid, and I think he's struggling because of that. He's easier to deal with. You're now a marked man because of your last season. He's now, when teams play Chelsea, it's stop Palmer, which we've seen with other players once they have a good season.
But this is why I say to people as well, with the comparisons with Saka, where I'm like, Saka does this year in, year out.
Yeah, and that's why
come with this. Oh, you're better than you're not, bro.
No,
like
that's why you have to give
Saka's
Saka
got
credit.
2-3 man on him at a time, and everyone knows Saka's game, and Saka keeps getting better and better each year.
And that's why we give Saka credit. That's why we give a Salah credit.
That's why man have to, in the words of me, take your time with it.
Yeah, that's why you have to.
I hear that, but now the narrative's starting to turn into he's had a bad season, and he has.
Now, he had a bad season, but this season has been. He's had more bad than good this season.
I don't even think that's
more average than good. No, I wouldn't say. I think
more average than good. Yeah, that's the right one. Once more average.
I think
than good.
I just think that their system is just less.
How many performances have you seen Palmer when you've been like raw this season?
Well, over the last few games, there's actually been a lot of good performances where he's created a lot of chances for us, and we just ain't done shit out of them. It's literally just been the last 2 Brighton games and Manchester City where he's been poor recently. Every other game has been good to excellent recently. So it's only just been a couple games. This whole thing where he's not been great this season, I think no, I'm not hearing that. Not hearing it.
He's been
crap the last 2 games. He was crap against City. I won't argue those games down.
Yeah, I think the thing is, because I think correct is saying it's average, but average is bad for Palmer.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I stand.
The bar that he set last year.
Yeah,
no,
he's not. He's not. I don't think he's been bad overall, Lewis. I think that's too harsh. I think average is fair, but because of the bar we set, because I rate him highly, I think he's cold.
Yeah, I rate Palmer.
So him playing average is bad. If average player plays average, you go fairs. That's your level type of thing. And I think obviously it lies on him, but I also think the system isn't helping with how rigid the system is with Maresca and refusing to change. When I hear you talk, when I hear like Javon talk and other Chelsea fans, Surfer and etc., they mention that as well in regards just to refusal to try anything different, especially with Jackson now being injured, and also Jackson, once he was playing, being out of form, whether it's the last month, 2 months, whatever the case may be, like switch it up. But Palmer, of course, needs to do more. But yeah, I think the system and also the extra attention he's now getting. Because I see Palmer pick up the ball on the halfway line and get kicked. See,
now it's even more extra because there's no Jackson. Because like I said, Jackson provides so many aspects to our play that now he's not there, it's even easier to just focus on Cole Palmer because there's just nobody else in the team to really worry about, bar him. So, like, part of his system, it's very important to have a striker in there. We don't have one now. And now it's getting exposed in the final third. That's something that he now has to figure out. He has to figure out how to get us formulating chances because ultimately, no shots on goal in like 2 games or 1 is pathetic against that Brighton side. So you have to figure that one out. But ultimately, not getting a striker has hindered us a lot. Because like even with Arsenal, I use the example. At least you got someone like Merino who's got a bit of aerial threat about him and like can get into the right positions for crosses. I don't even think we have that. Bar like what Enzo, who isn't even great in the air himself. I don't think we've got anybody who can even do that sort of role for us. So it's like don't really know what we've got. And in the wings, there is nothing. Noni is now out injured, which it's mad because Noni's end product is not great at all, but you need a direct runner in behind in those wings. And he's the only one that does that and actually drives towards the goal with it. Neto is just a straight wing player who I've already said before, if you haven't got a striker in the box to cross for, he is straight useless. And Sancho doing up touchline winger just isn't effective.
Yeah,
it's just not as effective, especially without the striker. So both of them just were doing nothing. We're doing nothing. So
you happy with Sancho? The deal, is it still a steal?
Oh yeah, like that's probably the only good transfer that we've made, if anything. But he's been garbage the last 3 games as well. So he's not been good enough. That's just it. But like,
ties back into what I was saying about with Palmer, with Sancho. You know what he's good. Sancho's never been an isolation one-on-one winger. That's why he struggled at us. That's why he struggled where he was with us. Because the managers who we had was trying to play that way. That's why I was saying the past 2 seasons, Sancho's talented. Obviously, the last 2 seasons he was at United. He's not going to be successful here. He's never been that, to my knowledge. I didn't watch him like that at Dortmund, but when you see highlights, you mentioned Madueke being a direct runner. Even when Sancho was playing well for you lot, he had people around him. Cucurella overlapping. Players to link up with, whether it's Palmer, whether it's Jackson, whether it's Nkunku, whoever. So to play him as a touchline winger in isolation, I just think it's daft on the manager's part. Makes no sense to do that.
He should be the one
better, of course.
He should be the one in the pockets, if anything.
Yes.
Because then there's more options around him to interplay with. Him having to get the ball and drive into that position, it's just not effective at all for him. And it just leads to easy turnovers and just getting dominated on the pitch. But he's another one that hasn't been good enough.
I just think it's funny how you didn't really need many new attackers apart from maybe a striker just to compete from Jackson to now all your wingers being not good enough. And obviously Jackson needing to be upgraded on. I just think it's funny how things change. I think it's funny how,
Well, Neto have been consistent that he needed a striker to cross the ball into.
No,
Sancho more now.
I hear it, but all of these, I said that at the start of the season, that Chelsea squad isn't as good as they think it was, and that you lot are overrated. Obviously, you lot done well up until match day 18, where I was, up until then.
Where you were all telling me to believe I was in a title race, right?
No. When I was saying I was wrong, when I said I was wrong.
Your players wouldn't be bottling it right now because he instilled that mentality and that they'd like you don't have to win every game.
I agree with that for top 4, not for the title. We were never.
My point
in the race and not win it. Like that, just because you're saying you're in the race doesn't mean you're going to win it, blood.
Bro, your manager's a bit.
I remember your episodes with Saeed where you were like, they just don't want to say it because they know they're not going to win it, and we're going to cook them if they say it.
No, I said they think. I said you lot are scared of getting cooked if it goes left. That's what I said.
No. You said because we're not going to win the league. You said it was because we all know Chelsea.
Yeah, and you're scared. No, yeah, no. What I basically said was,
we all know we weren't going to win the league.
No, but that's not. I said that, and I said that you're scared to hold court.
It's not. How is it scared of anything when we know we're not going to win the league?
But look, if Maresca is
scared to be scared of when we know we're not going to win the league.
Because you don't want to get cooked. Like now you're getting now you're gonna get now. Look, your target was top 4. And you're
No,
gonna miss
no,
that, man.
no.
You're gonna
I'd
get
be getting
even
cooked
more
more
now.
if I said this team was capable of winning the league. Because clearly we weren't. We were correct.
Well, Nottingham Forest are mathematically.
No, but it's Maresca, blood, because he had you in that position, and now he has you out of that position.
Maresca did mess up with that comment.
No.
He did.
The team was never meant to be
Yeah,
competing.
he's a bitch
for
for
the
that.
league.
Yeah, he messed up, and I agree with you, Lewis. In
No,
regards
for the
to-
top 4 stuff, I think he's bitched out.
You weren't supposed to be, but like where you was at the time, I don't think you were going to win the league. But
You don't need to tell
He's
your.
not-
Yeah.
he's not supposed to say that, even if he
Exactly.
thinks that. That's
Because
where
that's
I
gonna
think the
that,
major
he's
issue
gonna
lies.
the thought process through the players now is okay, cool. There's no pressure on us.
He
We
could
can just go through the motions, and as long as we're in top 4,
Yeah,
we're
we're
cool.
good.
He should have just
They're
given the normal.
And that's
answer
why
on
you
God.
fell off now, because your players they're playing relaxed.
It's
They're not
added in.
playing like, yo, we have
It's
to
not
win.
about-
I agree with that for
Don't
the
give
top
them. Don't
4
give them the
thing.
playing react. Don't give them that way out. We're not taking.
No,
they're not playing
I'm not
relaxed.
giving him that
They're
way out.
trying
I'm
as
saying
hard as they
Maresca.
can,
No,
and they
I'm
still
saying
can't win.
no. I'm looking at it from like the manager point of view. Like he's caused this, bro. Like
No,
you're on
he has
the
a
board,
part to
which
play.
I hear, but
He has a
Maresca
part-
needs to hold more blood.
Yeah, he has a part to. Even when Marissa came out with these comments, I said on the show, I said, you can't sit there and tell me and say that your players aren't good enough to win the league. Why the hell are you in the league anyway? I don't care if obviously there's only one winner, but everyone starts on 0 points. Everyone starts from the same place. And arguably, if you gain momentum, you fucking run with that shit and see how long it takes you.
Look at
You don't have
Leicester.
to- No, all you have to say is we're taking it one game at a time.
Yeah, it took
The boys
Leicester
are
till
playing-
February
the
to say they
the
were in
boys
the
are playing-
title race. That was
No,
my
no,
point.
No, but you're
Bottom line
Yes,
is-
yes.
No,
when
but
they
the
beat
point
them.
is you're Chelsea blood. So you have been in the you're supposed to be here, blood. They're not. That's why they were like, okay, cool. If we go City and win, then we might.
We
okay,
were
cool,
supposed
I might.
to be there because we had a squad good enough to be there that we believed could win the league. Every
No.
time we said that, we believed we have a squad that was capable for it.
No. You lot again. You lot.
Now trying to tell me a Robert Sanchez in goal is going to compete for the league title. Okay.
No.
Kasper
It's not about
Schmeichel, blood. Where's Morgan? Big him up. Jamie always said, but where's
The
Morgan?
nerve of you comparing Kasper Schmeichel to Robert Sanchez. Have some respect.
Okay, where's Morgan to What's centre back? What?
Dead bro, the
What,
defense is shit.
Colwill.
Nah, Colwell's done, bruv.
Our
Morgan's
the bottom
starting
line is-
centre back. There
Yeah,
you
that's
are.
where he
There
messed
you
up.
are.
He should have just said
There you
he
are.
should have just said it's a game at a time. That's all he had to. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
think
it.
it's
That's all
solely.
you need
I don't
to
think
say.
it's.
You
I don't
didn't
think
have
it's
to like
solely-
just
I don't
brush
think
it
it's
away like,
solely on
no,
that.
we're not
No,
in a
no,
title
because
race.
there's
No.
an even
Bro,
bigger
you're
extreme.
Chelsea.
There's an even
Chelsea.
bigger extreme that everyone's ignoring. Like the whole
Yeah.
top 4 stuff is what annoyed me. The whole
Yeah,
top
but
4
Lewis,
stuff.
we're not talking
But
about
even
that. We'll get to
even
that.
that's been coming from the sporting directors, and then they're telling Maresca to do it because now they've decided to brief Fabrizio that top 4 actually was a target. Why have you
Listen.
been telling Maresca all season to come out and say that we don't have any targets for Champions League then?
Listen,
These men just
look,
lie and they
Lewis,
make it up as they go along.
Lewis, we'll get to the top 4 thing in a bit. Right now, we're talking on the title. This is death by 1,000 cuts. I'm sorry.
The
This isn't going to be quick and easy. This is death by 1,000 cuts.
This is
right now, we're
I
talking.
feel like you guys are offing yourselves with this one because we were all correct. We weren't ready for a title race.
No, it's not about that. I already said this. Listen, we go back again.
where's-
You man, hold on, Chief. Let me go.
mentality.
You man were never the chill guys. You were never the chill guys. Nottingham Forest, they were the chill guys. The whole gimmick was tired. Nottingham Forest were never supposed to be here. Nottingham Forest were not showing off about how deep their squad was. Nottingham Forest were nearly relegated last season. Nottingham Forest haven't been relegated, so they haven't been relevant, since their last Champions League. They were not supposed to be here.
European Cup.
You get it? They were not supposed to be here.
This is fucking-
You, man, have been
Champions
crying
League then, blood.
Nottingham Forest. That's all you
Like 5 teams
that's all
competed.
it is. You, man, should never have ran this chill guy gimmick. I can't believe that even ran for as long as it did. It's tired. You, man, are Chelsea Football Club with X amount of money spent, with X amount, you're hiring and firing. You got the demon Poch, you got the Satan's finest soldier Poch out of the door. You know what I'm saying? You improved in the squad. Maybe you didn't get your striker.
Barely.
At the end of the day,
Barely improved the squad.
You lot were gloating. You lot were gloating about your squad. All of pre-season, VVS Chelsea, BBL this. You know what I'm saying? Silicone breast that. And all of a sudden, now it's, oh, listen, we need more money. We need more signings. We need more money. We need more signings. You know, like, Let the coach coach. Your coach don't coach. You can't get beaten. You can't go. You can't be second place in 18 in 18 game weeks, and then all of a sudden now it's all falling down. It all falls down. This is not a forced agenda. Your squad was never, bro. Your squad was never as good as you thought it was, and you lot tried to cover up with this shit gimmick that you lot are not, like you lot are some mid-table dwellers, bro. You're Chelsea Football Club. You're the pride of London. You lot are playing in. You lot aren't even playing 2 games a week. You have 2 separate squads to play 1 set of games, and then you play the other set with the first team, and you mix it ever so slightly. So every time you man have had to start, the midweek games, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup. The second those games started, you lot crumbled. But you lot are supposed to have the deepest squad. If your squad was so strong, why is it the second you play midweek games, you look as bad as anyone else in the middle of the table? You know what I'm saying? You're looking at one of the mid-6. You lot are not that good. And I feel dumb. It's my fault. It's my fault. None of you, it's not your fault. It's my
Finally,
fault.
some
I fell
accountability.
for it. I believed it. You know what I'm saying? I fed into the propaganda. I believed it. You know what I'm
You
saying?
are the propaganda machine. You are the propaganda.
Bro, no, listen. I thought you man were really. I was like, yeah, Jackson, yeah, Palmer. I fell for it, bro. I fell for that shit. So now, when it comes to propping up your squad, when I said at the start of the season, your squad's not that good, and you man are overrated, and you man, for me, I put you in 5th/6th. Now I understand that I was right. Maybe I should stick with my agendas, because guess what? Half the time, they're correct. They're correct. How can you spend this much money and now you want more money?
Yo, Ed, that super chat is facts, bro.
Can someone at Chelsea?
Don was talking the absolute. Hey,
You're
see if I finish up you, man.
guy with this shit, man. Like,
I can't believe it.
Where's that?
Don was on ultimate smoke, to be honest.
Bro, my bro CB was crying, saying, "Oh, my Chelsea back." But like,
that CB blood. And now today he's on a rampage.
You see what I'm saying? I've got.
And this is why I told you, man. I was just collecting my 3 points in peace. So
listen. You are Chelsea Football Club. You don't get to do anything in peace. You think them man get to do anything in peace? You think I get to do anything in peace?
Well, they're in phase 5.
I get to do nothing in peace.
Bro, when we was in phase 0, Wenger out. You were still not letting me live, blood. Don't try it, Lewis.
What about 21-22
deserve it,
when you were doing the race to top 4? Before you fumbled it, I said you lot were on the right track, and then you bottled it in May. That's on you.
Yeah, but that's not the point. The point is that you lot.
That don't matter. You still don't let me.
Yeah, I bet it don't matter.
Because there still was. Where's the trophy? Where's the trophy?
Nah, you deserve that. You brought that yourself, though.
Hey, it's not my fault. You lot don't take the cup seriously. That ain't my
Neither do
fault.
you lot, blood. You were fucking 1 year behind me.
And I'm on to Maresca for that. And I'm on. You think 5 years? You've got Maresca for not taking the cup seriously.
You've gone 4.
Yeah, Chelsea 4 years without a trophy.
You got 4 years. This year will be 4 years without a trophy.
3 years.
21, you won the thing, no?
22 Club World Cup. That was in February.
Are we really doing the Club World? Are we really?
Don't do that. You would beg for a Club World Cup.
I'm saying Champions League, like 21.
Don't do that. Just because you can't get into the club, bruv. You'd beg for a Club World Cup.
All right,
I can't believe
whatever, man.
Whatever, man. Club who has played B36.
Whatever, man.
That's when you play clubs like.
I don't think B36 qualified for the Conference League.
You have been playing teams, at 3:30. You have had 3:30 kickoffs during the week. I can't believe we fell for this. You were playing football matches.
Now there we go.
School runs.
It's you, man, who fell for the title race narrative. That weren't me.
No. I'm not even talking about the title race. Because you're not even in the top 4 right now. So I'm not talking about title race. I'm not mentioning
you were 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. And I said this is death by 1,000 touches. So we are breaking this down to
maybe if you admitted you was in the title race, you wouldn't be sick right now.
You know what I'm saying?
If I said I was in the title race, you'd all be like, what happened to your title race?
No, because it would have instilled a mentality in your players where they go out and you lot are saying you're chill, guys.
You don't even believe that. You don't even believe that.
You lot,
Yeah.
you lot are angry.
Yeah,
You lot are angry.
because even when they were asking Palmer, what's a title race? I don't know what a title race is. Brother, you won the Champions fucking league. You don't know what a title race is. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
It was Nonny. Oh,
Yeah,
title race.
you knew what.
That.
No, yeah, you're right
title
because
race.
he's been at
That. I
Man.
don't know
He's
what
been
that
at Man City. He knows what a title race is. It weren't what we were on.
No, but they
Listen,
were
man.
winning title.
He's
winning
seen,
title
yeah,
races. You could be
he's
in it
seen
and not win.
No, but
good enough. Just
Man
because
is
you're not
looking at
gonna win-
Robert Sanchez pass the ball to the opposition every week.
But Blood,
thinking,
just
oh, yeah,
because
we're
you're
in a
not gonna
title
win,
race.
just because you're not gonna win, don't mean you're not in a title race, bro.
Troops, you're
Yes,
missing the
it
most
does.
obvious one. Troops, why are you
You're
missing
not being competitive.
You're missing the main. Troops,
Bro, you man
these
were above us.
Hold on. There we go.
Well, we're
There you
going
go.
to stay there.
Troops, they were
I told
above
you
you
we were
for
above
1
us.
week.
And the whole time I was there, I said I'm just enjoying this moment while it lasts because it ain't gonna last for long.
Right, Troops, they went above
Because of the
Arsenal, yeah,
mentality
for
your
1
manager
week.
instilled. in
No,
your fan
because
base
of
and
our
the
poor
players.
squad planning over the last 3 windows.
So now
You said you had the best attack in August.
And I told you that's where I told you that's where I was wrong. That's where I was wrong.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't fucking know.
That's fair enough. But don't you think it was just it was mad cheeky? For my thing, I just hated the smugness in it. How smug it was. Do you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like we're supposed to be here, but at the same time, we're going to tell everyone else we're not supposed to be here, so we can't get cooked. You know what I'm saying? You went above Arsenal for 1 week. You went above Arsenal for 1 week.
And you
1
were
or
moving
2
with
weeks.
chest.
And the
I
screen.
said we weren't going to be there for long.
Griezmann Maresca. versus 6
I said, don't let Phase 1 Maresca win a European trophy before Phase 5 Arteta. That still could happen.
Fucking
Yeah, UCL, get it right. The UCL, get it right.
Now you fucking
Get it right, bruv. The UCL blood.
He's not me calling it that
We're
shit.
getting
now,
number 3, mate.
fucking
We're
dickhead.
getting number
This is
3,
what it
mate.
is. Like, I'm sorry, Lewis, yeah, but this is now.
The Florence can't even get involved like his team's 15th.
Yeah,
So
well,
sit there, blood.
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad.
Nah, I'm letting you man cook. I'm gonna join in when ready, man. You man are chatting. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah. Anyway.
You man
I
are
don't know why
chatting. You man are chatting.
people
Yeah,
don't
that's
like
what
the
it
fact
is.
that I said. Hold on, people don't like the fact that I said that the smugness of the Chelsea fans. I can see you lot have been rattled by that one because I know smug and me. I know. Listen, self-awareness, right?
That's your middle name.
I'm allowed to be smug. I'm top of the fucking. I'm 7 points here, top of the league. You're telling me?
Smug anyway.
Of course,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
Mons,
smug.
that's why I didn't say
It has
nothing about that.
No.
That's why I
Mons, we're
didn't
not
say
doing that.
nothing about
It
that.
has nothing to do with you lot being top of the league. You know what I'm
It
saying?
has everything to do with being
Wait till
top of the league. Yes, it does.
No,
Yes, it does.
you're smug before that. What we talking about?
No, bro. No. No. There's levels
till
to
the
the
ball
smugness.
gets kicked.
There's levels to the
There's
smugness.
there's levels.
Hey,
to
don't
it.
have a
You're
fucking
smug
list.
anyway.
Hey, don't we have a list of stuff for you to go to the shop or something?
Wait till a ball gets kicked and all that. That's a smug statement in itself. Don't blame it on you.
No,
not being
it's
7
all
points.
fun and games till the ball gets kicked. Yes.
Yeah,
It's all fun and
that's
games
a
till the ball
smug
gets
statement. Yes,
No,
that's a
it's-
smug
it's-
statement.
When the ball gets kicked,
It's
you
true.
know
No, it's true. Don't get misunderstood.
how's
It's
that a
true
smug statement.
because it came from you and the way you delivered it. That's why something can be smug and true.
Okay,
Exactly.
that's fine.
Exactly. That's
The
all
list
I'm
was
saying. I didn't say you was. I didn't say you was wrong. You were
gotta go
spot
shopping
on,
in a
man.
minute. As I said,
You were spot
said,
on.
bro.
You were spot on. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah,
With
you're
what you
right.
said.
You're right. I was spot on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
See, this guy won't try to argue me that two things can be true.
It's the
Look at
same
your
thing as
face
well when I
now.
say
Screw
it's the same
smugness.
thing when
Go
I
on.
say coach is coach. Let coaches coach. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
Flawless, wasn't it
Yeah.
you that said, why argue with an Arsenal fan when you can just say nothing? You can just wait.
Yeah.
I feel like
There's a
that
phrase
also
out there.
applies to Chelsea. I feel like that applies to Chelsea. Why argue and deal with their bullshit when you can just wait? Because if you dig out the archives, yeah, from the summer, I promise you, there's a lot of talk that now it's almost
Yeah,
like
it's crazy. I remember when Don was it Don? I remember when Don was on here. I remember.
yeah, bro.
He was on back
Man
again.
did
I remember. You said
calling man out saying, "Don't let us finish above you. Don't let us do this. Don't let us do that." Clear Lake is cooking. I know what my club's doing. We're taking Clear Lake.
We're back.
We're back. Yeah, like Clear Lake was the new. Do you get what I'm saying? Clear Lake was the new team.
Fuck again.
This is what it is, bro. And now all of a sudden,
blood,
I told man about
You
Uncrunchy.
see, that weren't me though. I spent my whole thing over the summer was this season. There's nowhere to hide for Clear Lake and the sporting directors. From the moment Pochettino got sacked, I said, I'm looking at you lot now. If we fail to get top 4 again, I'm looking directly at you. And now here I am. This is why I keep saying for people saying, oh, you didn't talk about the sporting directors last season. I said I was going to talk about it this season from May. From May. So man can't tell me I'm flip-flopping when I told people what my stance was going to be this season. I told people if we weren't successful, I'm looking at the ownership, I'm looking at the sporting directors. Because you lot sacked
So
Poch
what is
and
success?
then brought in a manager from the championship. So if he can't get me the target in the first season, I'm going to be critical about him, but I'm going to look at the man that hired a guy from the championship because that was the one that you decided to bet your long-term future on. So if that's the case, I'm looking at you lot. Now sack the sporting directors and let the new one decide what they want to do with Maresca.
Hey, Lewis.
So what if Maresca just wins the UC? No, I'm not. You got me saying it, you prick.
Stop, man.
What if Maresca just wins the Conference League and falls out of the top 4 like it currently is? Does he get next year? Because you just be in Europa then.
I would expect him to because you gave him a 5-year contract. Like you, that's indirectly telling me that this is the manager that's going to take us back to the top. If you were to sack him after 1 year, where also the 2 windows have been fucking terrible and have played a part in the reason why we are where we are, if you're going to sack him and not the sporting directors, I don't see the point of that. Why are you going to trust them to bring in another manager? Why? I can't see another manager leave before these sporting directors. They have to go first.
Lewis, obviously, I got a lot of corn for saying you guys are hire and fire FC and that you guys need to keep something in place and let it develop, let it marinate. The Poch tax stuff, any relevance to any of this?
No. Everyone likes to run that narrative whenever we drop points and everything, and like the amount of Poch revisionism that I've seen over the last week has been mind-numbing. But ultimately, we are still clear over Poch on every available statistic there could be. The only thing is, Pochettino beat Brighton and we couldn't. Fair enough. If that's the copium some man want to use, they can use that. Ultimately, if man want to prop up a guy who couldn't get into the top 6 until game week 6, and before anyone says, oh, he had all these injuries, who was causing the injuries, I'll let the people figure that one out. If man want to back him, don't talk to me about standards. Standards FC and twerking for Pochettino couldn't be more contradictory. A man who made excuses left, right, and centre, threw our players under the bus, injured them, and then defended against inexperienced children in a final. And you see, I get the same narrative. Oh, we got you to a final. We got to a final and a semi-final. Did I win? When have we got to a point where there's Chelsea fans championing making a semi-final? Fucking hell. And I want to talk about standards. Fucking jokes. Poch got me to a semi-final. Oh, yay. Fucking, don't you dare cuss out Arsenal with a mentality like that. Fucking hell. Even they don't do that shit.
Okay.
But, we made the semi-final, guys. Oh, yeah, fuck off. Fucking idiots.
Listen, I think you're absolutely right with what you're saying. I just wanted to throw that one in there. But, you know, the player FC, they just need to have a serious look at players, by the way. I'm just saying because, obviously, it didn't take long for people to say Kukurea was the best left back in the league. It didn't take people long to say that Cole Palmer was the best player in Europe. It didn't take long for people to say Caicedo was the best midfielder in the league. It didn't take long for people to say that Jackson was the best striker in the league. I actually co-signed a few of those, so I was wrong as well, by the way, before you think
it's still Gravenberch and Caicedo for best midfielders.
But my point is that, like, do you think...
Rice is waking up.
My point is, and this is not... But Lewis, this is not on me, like, even really getting onto you. I'm just saying that, like, do you think that a lot of the fan base were a bit too quick to jump on the we've got the best here, and here wagon when you lot haven't done anything to warrant any of that, especially when the Arsenal fans, and here I'll come to the Arsenal rescue for this one. Arsenal fans are very often castrated for their comparisons of players, but they're actually in title races, like year in, year. This is actually their 3rd title race in 3 years. So even though they haven't accomplished anything, like the players are playing at a level where, you know, they're gonna compare their players because they're accumulating X amount of points each season. You lot have gone from 12th to 6th to currently 6th. And all of a sudden,
damn,
players...
That's it.
Players.
I'm about to do the
one
6 timetable.
You get it, bro. Hear me out. And I'm not. Listen, Flawless told me I was smart, so I'm trying to unsmart this, innit? I'm trying to smart. I'm trying to
You
unsmart.
can't, fam. You can't.
I'm trying to unsmart.
You wear it like you wear it. You see how that robe's on you. You wear it like the robe. Say what you gotta say because you're right. You're delivering.
Oh
my God.
But you're right.
If I say it while I'm shouting and screaming, you all a root, but if I root after everything I say, like, you lot are probably gonna say I'm shouting and screaming for no reason. Like, you lot saying I'm shouting and screaming for no reason. I feel like I'm just trying to ask the right questions, innit? And as I said, you've gone from 12th to 6th to currently 6th. Yeah. And you know, there was best player in Europe shouts. Kukurea was the best player in best left back in Europe. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Jackson was the best striker in the league. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, Jackson was on form.
Like,
that was on form.
Yeah, bro. Like, you lot,
and clearly ain't on that
how dare
form
you
no
man
more.
compare Saliba to Van Dijk? How dare you compare?
My days.
Like, you know, Palmer's better than Saka, and you had all of these shouts in it. Like,
Wait,
at least them man done second to second to second. You man have done 12th to 6th to 6th, playing the Conference League and have this sort of like ideology and this divine right to say that you have the best player in Europe. Like what? Like what? I'm not spreading no lies. Cole Palmer was called the best player in Europe. Why are we lying to ourselves?
Yeah, that was after the 4 goals against Brighton in September. I don't think we've run that since though.
4 goals against Brighton, you know.
Kukurea was getting into every team of the season. Kukurea was right there with they were saying Kukurea was the best left back in the league. He
was performing to that level though. Like really, we're gonna go for Cucurella?
No, but I'm just saying that like it ain't you lot hadn't really done much.
Cucurella's been balling out for most of the season, even when we've been out of form.
Bro, my point is, Lewis, is that you man ain't done much. Like you've lost finals and done fuck all in the league, but want to have pedestals with players. But then want to shout Arsenal for coming second.
I hear it, but like, no, I hear that if we're talking majority of the squad, there's certain areas where I think it's a fair argument. Cucurella has been one of the best left backs this season. Caicedo has been one of the best midfielders this season. The midfield argument, I'd still be backing if it just weren't Lavia's fucking fitness. Because that's what kills the whole thing.
You're not going to like this, innit? It's more purple patch. Apart from Caicedo and maybe Jackson, it's more purple patch.
You think Cucurella's just been a purple patch?
I think he's a
really.
If we're talking,
he's good, but he's not good.
If we're talking,
best come on, bro. He's been one of the best left backs in the league this season.
For me, like you've won 3 games in 10, Lewis. So you won 3 games.
Robinson's been better.
Yeah, and I get it. We've been in bad form, but if you're talking the whole season, Cucurella and Caicedo have deserved some of these,
as I said, some of these players, it's looking like more of a purple patch. Not all of them, as I said, not for Caicedo, and I wouldn't say for Jackson. I think for them too, you know what I'm saying? And you can even say Palmer as well. I don't include Palmer, but some of the players that you lot have propped up, I feel like is more a little bit of purple patch.
I disagree
even my boy Jamar. Even my boy Jamar, bro. Like I was waiting for the Felix, Jamar, and Palmer link up. I was waiting for that. The world wanted to see that.
We're still waiting.
You got it once, and I think it was Leicester when you beat Leicester. That was probably the game you got it.
Yeah, Leicester and Southampton.
Yeah. Like I was waiting for that link up for Chelsea, bro. I was waiting for the link up. But the bottom line is that when
Cucurella, I disagree with, but who else?
I'm just saying that's the one. I told you the ones that I still agree that
I think Jackson was a purple patch.
Jackson could have been a purple patch. There's an argument for Jackson it being a purple patch.
I never rated Jackson.
Game, but
well, you know me. I've always been on that.
All-round game, Lewis, is still good enough where he's fine in it. He's all right. You get it. He's cool. So no one's really going to pile on Jackson's thing, even though he's got the same amount of goals as Kai Havertz. I'm not going to talk about that. But yeah, that's cool, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Havertz is out for the season, boy, because Havertz would have run clear. I tell you that.
They're both pretty much out for the season anyway.
Jackson's out till April,
innit? Jackson has a chance to play. He's back till April. He's out till April, sorry.
So
yeah.
So you got a chance.
As I said, Cucurella is not the best left back in the league. And he was only the best performing left back for about a purple patch amount of time. Just saying. I completely
disagree.
Robinson's been better than him this season, the Fulham brother.
Carcass.
Robinson's been great this season, but
Nori,
one of the best.
No,
Nori. I got Nori in there.
Even Kirkes. I wouldn't say
Kirkes as well.
Nah.
Look, you're bringing in other good left backs to the table. Cucurella has been one of our
How
best
about this?
performers.
Ola Aina's been clear of it.
Yeah, Ola Aina's been better.
Aina's been clear of it.
And that's your ex.
Aina playing right back.
Nah, he's right back. Sorry, apologies. Yeah, you're correct.
Nico Williams is playing
Nico
right.
Williams.
Aina's played right back. Yeah, Aina's played right back.
Yeah, Nico Williams is playing left back.
Very good. He's been very good.
They've been switching. They've switched. They both played left back.
Yeah.
Miles Lewis Kelly's been better than him.
Because guess what? Coaches can coach.
Lewis Kelly's been better than Cucurella at left back.
Coaches can coach.
Oh, okay.
He ain't played as many games, but he's been
Black
better.
people don't like you lot.
Okay.
Black people don't like you lot.
He's been better, bro.
Black people don't
Yeah,
like you lot.
yeah. Like Cucurella's
Black
been
people
trash now.
Is that kind of thing?
You lot are
Black people don't like you lot, innit?
You
This is
lot
why-
are
this is
mad.
why. This is why I back you, Troop. This is why I
Jet
back you.
Spence has been better. Jet Spence has been quality.
You lot are
Yeah,
overdoing it. You lot are so overdoing
This is
it.
why, like, I back
This
you.
is
that
why I
once
get
in a
onto you,
blue
Troop.
moon. This is one of those once in a blue moons where
I
I
know,
take
bro.
off.
I'm just rattling them even more now, blood, because I got them. Now I got them, blood. You understand? So now it's just
No, it's not a rattling thing. You're just wrong.
saying?
Man, are acting like Cucurella's been crap bar a purple patch. No, he hasn't. He's
I'm
been
not
one of our
listening.
best performing players throughout the season. I don't
Don't
get
worry,
where the
we
narrative's
go
coming
put
from.
flawless, blood. Don't worry. Don't think he's sitting there
Yeah,
laughing.
alright, brother.
Yeah?
We're
We
good.
go blame flawless, blood.
Hey,
That's why
Hey,
we
you
said
said
that.
that.
We go
Lewis, how about this, Lewis?
We go warm up
Hold
with
on,
Lewis.
Hey.
We go warm up with
Did
Lewis,
someone
and then we
wait,
got
hold on,
hey boy.
hold on. Did someone
Hey.
say something in the chat? Is
I
that
get
why
the
you
belt.
just said
Hey, flawless.
Yeah, warrior.
Flawless. Get the belt.
Is that why? Wait. Hold on.
Bob says
Did
get the
someone
belt.
say
Wait,
something in the
get the
chat?
belt.
1 second. Did someone say something in the chat? Oh, seen
There you
Warrior J. All right, okay. Now I was just asking where that came from.
By the way,
I'm
Lewis,
here up, lad.
Lewis,
To the chat,
Wait,
I'm
wait,
here.
Lewis.
I ain't going nowhere.
I'm trolling, blood.
You just lost back to Brighton. I had to do this to you in it because it wouldn't be me. But as soon as we get over to flawless,
Bro,
We're
it's
back, we're
fine. I get it. We
Wait,
deserve a
sorry.
cooking.
Don't
Don't get
Lewis,
it.
blood. Lewis, come back. Yo, Lewis, tag.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Lewis,
all of
Puffy,
that.
as
But
soon as
here's
we get
the-
to
Bring
flawless,
I'm
You're
fine,
back,
bro.
you're back.
I'm fine with it.
You
We've
have to run
lost
a couple
twice.
agendas.
We've lost twice to Brighton with one shot on target. I don't care. We deserve to get cooked.
That's
But
what I'm saying.
we're lying on Cucurella. We're lying.
I'm not lying on Cucurella. Listen, all I'm saying is, Lewis, is that we had to run a couple of agendas this last 45 minutes. But
Yeah, that's cool. Part of the
but Lewis,
game, innit?
you know, I wanted to see Phoenix. I wanted to see Felix Sancho Palmer. I wanted to see that.
Instead, we got on Kunku instead because
Yeah,
great.
but I told you, man, about Clunky. How many
No,
times
I
have
hear
got
it, man.
this
You've been vindicated on him. This brother's pointless. This
I
brother's
told you,
straight
bro.
pointless.
He's a confused footballer. He doesn't know what he wants. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If there's one word to describe his performance on Friday, confused. Fucking confused. I can't be bothered. Like, he should have been the one that went on loan and we have João Felix playing up top. I've been saying that. Been saying it.
And I don't know, man. Listen, I do feel sorry for you, obviously, because you had to answer for stuff that Don and Ches have been waffling about. You have to answer for a lot of that bullshit. innit?
Welcome
I
to my world.
guess troops and Igal
Welcome
all
to my
over
world.
again.
Welcome
I
to
have
my
do the
world.
Same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Welcome to
man.
my world, blood.
I gotta do the same
I
shit.
have to go through that all the time. I
You
hear
man,
it.
you man
niggas
say
crying,
stuff and I'm like, who said this?
Yeah,
Where did this come from?
I know
I
who
know
said it
about
though
this.
because I see it.
Yeah, you see, I don't see it, and I hear stuff, and I'm like, where has this come from? Who said this? This makes no type of sense in any logical way.
But listen, and it's just to make sure, with Maresca, I don't think he's a complete scrub. I just feel like the tactical tweaks that he could have made to save you at least another probably 10 points were so minuscule.
Because there's so many games you've been leading
Yeah.
and you've
Yeah,
not
that's
won.
fair.
You've not drawn.
Yeah.
You've lost majority.
You've
So he
won
has to-
3 games in
he has to
3
answer
games
for
in
his crimes.
10.
He has to answer for his crimes, bro. 2 in 10. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? 2 games in
I
10.
hear it.
Is madness. 3 games, in 10. That's madness, Lewis.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
I understand. Like, forget even the 3 games in 10, the way that we've handled a shit Brighton team twice has been fucking embarrassing.
Lewis,
I don't get how we've been able to be this toothless against them twice.
But Lewis, do you have any
Right,
idea?
give me a
like,
few hours, I'll have something anti-Arsenal for you.
do,
Go on, man.
Luke, do you have any idea like the caliber of teams that have like slapped you, like, or like taken from you? Everton, Fulham, Ipswich, like them type of guys, like, you know what I'm saying?
And Ipswich, I look at Ipswich and Fulham as the manager as well. We got out coached against Fulham, and against Ipswich, that entire right-hand side was just asking for problems. Noni,
I remember,
and
Brighton did score 7.
right
And
back. Yo,
And Brighton was back to back, and they held Brighton.
They held their last Premier League game was a 7-0 defeat.
They held 7.
Yep. And then they beat us twice after that. Great. 2 league wins out of 12 before that, and they hadn't won a home game since November before we decided to turn up twice. Great.
You know what I'm saying? And obviously, the Everton in hindsight, because of I drew Everton, innit? You know what I'm saying? But that's a derby for me.
Sean
I
Dyche,
drew with
innit?
Everton.
We got Dyche. I got that.
What you say, Troops?
We drew 0-0 with Everton at fucking Emirates, mate. At least they drew at flipping Goodison Park.
Well, I saw them.
Sean Dyche, innit?
Oh, yeah.
Chelsea drew at thing as well, innit? Didn't you draw at Everton?
Yeah, we drew at Everton.
Yeah, we drew at Emirates against Everton.
Yeah, that is.
We still have to go. I think we still have to go Goodison. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And that's looking a bit mad right now. Moise. It is looking a bit mad. But Lewis, I do want you to get back there. I want you lot getting top 4 in it. I know the Chelsea fans are upset with me, but listen, I can't please everyone in it. That's just the bottom line, man. You have to get cooked. You can't win 3 and 10 and not get cooked.
2.
No, I hear it.
No, it's 3.
2 and 10.
Yeah, actually 2.
2 and 10.
No, they beat Wolves, they beat West Ham, and they beat Brentford.
2 and 10.
Yeah, I think the Brentford game was before like the Everton draws and
2 and
everything.
10.
So man just aren't adding that. I get it.
Oh, okay. Well, 2 and 10. I thought it was 3 and 10. But yeah, it's fine. But yeah, it is what it is.
Big up Lee Burnell.
Probably.
He says, big up troops of the man, them Lewis and Flawless. Hold them L's, you pair of wallads. We the ones. OTC, OTC, OTZ. Jar bless you all. Come on, my bro, man. Yeah, for big up Lee Burnell every time, you know, dog. Big up Rodders. I've actually got a brethren called Rodders, but I don't think this is actually Rodders, isn't it? He says, does Matoma get into any Prem team with those skills?
You can get into my team.
You can get into my team on the left. You definitely get into Flawless.
It goes without saying. What's understood ain't gotta be spoken about.
Well, to get into my team. Yeah, over Diaz on the left. Yeah, over Gakpo this season, probably not, because Matoma's had a quiet season outside of the Man United game and the last 2 games. Yeah, so Matoma has been quite quiet this season, but like his moments of brilliance are like right like that. Like that's one of the best goals you will see.
Yeah, the touch was ridiculous.
That was a Bergkamp-esque touch, blood.
It was ridiculous.
That's one of the best.
I like that.
He has a thesis in dribbling, so I'm not like you get it. Man studies dribbling like.
It's ridiculous that touch.
Big up Kurt Chaos, my dog. He says, so I was just at AEW Grand Slam and it was awesome. Oh yeah, because they're in Oz, isn't it? Best part, I ended up staying at the same hotel as the wrestlers. And who's drinking at the bar, standing right behind me? Chris fucking Jericho. Swear down. That's crazy. That's like, you understand? Legendary.
Yeah. But I said, Chris Jericho. Kurt, did you ask him if he's got the list? That's what you should have asked him. You asked him about.
Talk, blood. You probably
Yeah, I got a few people I want to add on to that.
You understand? I hope you had a good evening, my brother. You get me? Big up Guna Ali. Big up yourself, blood. He says, Chelsea fans are spoiled brats in a candy store, throwing tantrums and protesting after one window without spending. Welcome to the real world. You've been living in La La Land since your establishment in 2003.
Throwing tantrums and protesting off the one window about spending. You know what that's called? It's called standards. You would struggle to understand that as an Arsenal fan, but I understand that as well. But I get you, man, are still pissed because Roman came in and managed to make Chelsea a bigger club than Arsenal in 20 years and managed to get us doing things that your club's never been able to do since 1886. So thank you for your super chat. I'm happy for Chelsea fans to be spoiled brats. I would rather we be that because that's standards. Something that you would struggle to get. Thank you for your super chat.
Then he says, but to be fair, Chelsea are almost there after spending 1.5 billion. All they need left is a goalkeeper, 2 centre-backs, a midfielder, 2 wingers, and a striker, and you're good.
Yes. At least you got one thing correct. Spend some more money. Exactly that. I don't care if we spent 1.6 billion. Go spend some more. You didn't spend it well enough.
Big up
Not gonna feel bad
SW6.
for billionaires. Fuck it, you're fucking billionaires. Go put some more money into the club.
Big up SW6 Blues. He says they're bringing at rugby guy. They're bringing a rugby guy when our captain, leader, legend, racist Terry is coaching the kids, bro. They didn't even know we had to qualify for Champions League.
No, they did. They just tried to tell everyone that we couldn't just to try and take some pressure off. That's why they've got Maresca all season saying, oh, we're not going for the top 4. That's not what you said in the last program of the season last season. That's not what you briefed the press when you sacked Pochettino. And that's not the reason why we haven't got a front of shirt sponsor yet. So, yeah. Thanks for lying to everybody, but we're not all idiots. We could see through that shit from the start. But yeah, big up SW6.
Big up Ed. He said Mont's making Lewis hold corn for Ches and Don's crimes.
Part of the game, innit? Part of the game. I understand.
Big up my dog Ed Rin. He says Lewis, didn't you tell Hussam you wouldn't be Maresca out this year and you'd give him time?
Yes, and I'm not Maresca out, so big up Ed, but yeah, I'm not Maresca out. You can be critical. I'm being critical of him, but no, I'm not manager. I can't see another manager leave before these sporting directors. It has to be sporting directors out first. And again, if the new sporting director doesn't want Maresca, fine. Back the new sporting director. It is what it is. But no, I'm not Maresca out.
Big up man like Adam. He says United may be given point deduction. What do you know about that, Carlos?
No, I've not heard nothing about that.
Bro.
No.
Chat, let me know. Big up Mr. 16 out of 10 himself, blood. Man like Ray, you know. He said, Troops, did you watch Cobra Kai? I cried at the Johnny and Crease scene. I told everyone from the start that Amorim is a bum. If Tom Little isn't a complete fraud, he'll back me up that I never wanted Amorim as our manager. I know Tom Little was a big fan of Amorim. He was doing all breakdowns about him, blood.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I said like I wouldn't mind Amorim.
Shout out Tom Little.
I said I
I
wanted.
don't know if Ray was though.
I said I wanted
I don't think
Amorim.
Ray was.
I said I wanted Amorim over Javi.
No, I hear that because Javi's a fraud. Javi's a fraud, blood. You get me? Not as a player, obviously, as a manager. But yeah, I did watch Cobra Kai. When I saw my man die at the end, blood, the way he died, fam, it was crazy. But it was just fitting that he tried to draw for it, and then you get me. It's the way that he lost his life, blood. You understand? But looking forward to I heard there's a next one starting soon. I think the next one's maybe is the next one this month, chat. I swear they said March or something, blood. But yeah, Cobra Kai was lit, bro. I can't lie, blood. Big up King. He says, Lewis, will you be at the protest?
I'll try and get there for the start, but I'm probably doing a watch along for that game. So probably won't be there for too long.
Big up Ray again. He says, Chelsea losing out on Champions League football and Arsenal winning the league. Nightmare season for Lewis. Wataru Endo, my warrior. I don't see how we get through the Villa, City and Newcastle games. Congrats to Arsenal.
Oh, this guy.
You see, he'll send one super chat with like, and then it just goes.
So I don't even need to be said because the super chats is there, man. Yeah, you know, like the comments.
Ray. I mean, typical Ray blood. Big up Quaz. He says all you Chelsea players are fucking.
I think you meant to say pricks, is it?
Yeah, it must be pricks.
Is it?
Yeah, it must be. Up the Chelsea.
We're a spicy Tottenham. Prove me wrong. Wow.
I'll go win a trophy. Fumble the UCL. I'll hear it.
Big up Slims every time. He says Mont's cooked today. Still the biggest troll though.
Ciao, my G.
Big up Kwasa again. He says we're a spicy Tottenham. Prove me wrong.
Up the Chelsea. Yeah, and then just go win a trophy.
Big up Slims again. He says chat, support the man them, hit the like button, and also subscribe to the man them's channels, bro. You get me? Link in the description, blood. Make sure you do that as well. Big up Fats again. He says mustard. 2-11 next weekend at Villa. Gonna be
Oh,
fireworks
yeah.
next Tuesday. Troops, play the vid that I sent you for the culture before United section.
Hey, Fats, if you want to do this, wait till next week. We gonna get you. All right, it's like that because you Chelsea, and there's videos of you propping up Spurs. So we gonna get that next week. We running it all. Hey, Prime, if you're in the chat, let me know. We running it all. You know what I'm saying? We running it all because Prime's got the files. I got the files. So all right, this is on you. And Fats, my guy, that's my G. But you want to do this, Fats? All right, cool. We running it next week. So yeah, go on, play the video.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Play the video. Prime, if you're in the chat, shout me, please.
It's that time, ladies and gentlemen.
Ruben Aluminium. Let's talk about it.
I played this twice, you know. Come on, you Spurs. There you go, fam. Come on, you Spurs. There you go, fam. Come on, you Spurs.
Is that so, yeah?
Yeah, at the time of what I was talking about, yes. Yes, at the time of what I was talking about, absolutely, yes.
You want me to give you stats, blood?
Yeah, go on. You going? If I say no, you're gonna give the stats anyway. We'll go on.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just, give me.
Give the stats.
Tottenham's last 7 Premier League games at home, yeah? November 10th, Ipswich went there and won 2-1. December 1st, Fulham went there and got a draw. December 8th, Chelsea went there and won 4-3 after being 2-0 down.
Victory. I remember that.
December 22nd, Liverpool went there and won 6-3. Took it to the tennis courts, blood. You understand? 29th of December, Wolves got a 2-2. 4th of Jan, Newcastle got a 2-1 win. 26th of Jan, Leicester got a 2-1 win. You lot go there on the 16th of February and lose 1-0. You get me?
That first dub in a minute.
You feel me? Away goals in the Premier League this season. Ahmad has 3. Lisandro has 2.
Martinez is second.
Rashford has 2. Casemiro, De Ligt, Bruno, and Garnacho have 1. You get me? Don't worry about it. I got more. You understand? Let me go get my other stats, blood. You get me? While I'm getting them, you lot up the likes, blood. You understand? Up the blood clot likes. Here we go. Tottenham have won back-to-back Premier League games for just the second time this season. Man United have lost 12 of their 25 Premier League games this season. Their most defeats from their first 25 matches of a league campaign when they were last relegated from the top flight. And Man United have lost 8 of their last 12 Premier League games since the date of the first game in this spell. The only sides to lose more matches in the competition are the current bottom 2, Leicester and Southampton. Flawless, you man have done it here, bro. I swear to God, fam. You're lucky my door rang, blood. Yeah?
Don't worry, we'll wait. You know what I'm saying? We'll wait till you get back. We'll wait till you get back. Go on, man. I know you got shit to say, so go on. You have your chest, and I might get shit off my chest. I feel like you should run. You want to run your monologue first, because again, it's going to be death by 1,000 cuts. So even nothing to do with death by 1,000 cuts. We'll wait till Troops like, nah, go on, say what you got to say.
Now, Lewis, you know, Lewis had his monologue first. So I want to hear what you have to say first, because I feel like I don't really know what your approach is going to be for this one. I generally don't know right now. You know what I'm saying? I generally like, because obviously I haven't seen your match reaction yet, because I went there quite early in that. So I haven't seen your match reaction in that.
It's plenty to discuss in regards to the game itself, the form overall with the stats that Troops read out. Then it ties back into the window. Then it ties back into the ownership and what the ownership lack of movement in the transfer window, the ownership during the season. So there's so many things to discuss. But in regards to the game itself, this is on Amorim. This falls at the feet of him. I blame him 95%, probably even more, 97%, 98% for that defeat. he is the guy to blame for this. What happened in that game? That doesn't mean the players are blameless. And shouts to my guy Kaneki, because we discuss it all the time. He's always sticking on the players and criticizing the players heavy, and players are never blameless. But this falls at the feet of Amorim. This is on his shoulders. And when I say this, I'm talking about in particular this defeat. You know what you are getting when you play certain players, yet you continue to play.
I got more.
You continue to play. Go on. You want to carry on? Go on.
I got more.
Go on, carry on.
Garnacho hasn't scored since November.
Right, 13 games.
Oh, we wanted to spend 60 mil on that.
Yeah, 13 games, and we turned down 50 M's for him, or whatever it was from Napoli. We both put up the price. But yeah, in regards to what I was saying with the game, falls fully at Amorim. It's fully on him. And I blame him mostly for this defeat. You play bad lineups, you get bad results. That's why I called that in my match reaction.
I got another one, Flawless, yeah?
Yeah, go.
Højlund has failed to score in 36 of his 48 Premier League appearances.
Say that again, please.
Højlund has failed to score in 36 of his 48 Premier League appearances.
I just wanted to hear that for people who defend him. That's why I asked. I heard you clearly. I just wanted you to repeat that.
Defend him. Ederson, Man City goalkeeper Ederson, has more GNA than Rasmus Højlund. Ederson has more assists than Garnacho.
And these are the players that I get criticized for criticizing. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, it ties. I'm glad you said that, because this ties into my point. How can you look at those numbers and still continue to play these players? They're bad. They're not good. And that lies on Amorim. When Garnacho missed that chance, when he put it over the bar, the broadcast I was watching on panned straight to Amorim. And what I said was, this is your fault. I blamed Amorim like he kicked it over the bar. I've never done that in watching football, which I've been watching for years. You know what I'm saying? Almost 3 decades plus, or however long it's been. Just under 3 decades. And I've never blamed a manager for a player making a mistake or missing a chance in this instance. And I blamed him. You know what Garnacho is. You continue to play Garnacho. Look at the stats that you just named, yet you continue to play this player. You continue to play Højlund, even though he's the worst striker in the league. You continue to play Bruno. You continue to play Dalot. These things are not working. Yes, you're in a terrible predicament. Fully understand that. No, without doubt. However, you are making a terrible situation worse. If you just did the basics, I'd be much less critical of you. Much less. And I've been having this debate over the past since yesterday about, look at our bench. That's not an ideal bench. Far from it. Only person with a senior appearance on the bench was one man, which was Victor Lindelof. Rest of it was youth players. I have been saying this for the long months now. Play the youth players. You have nothing to lose at this point with playing the youth players. I've had people tell me they're not ready, they're not good enough. Maybe they are. Or what happens if it goes wrong? That will
give Cheeto 3 minutes, no?
I don't know why. Again, nonsense.
Compared to the underperforming first team, as you might as well give the youth a chance.
Wallace, your manager is a criminal for giving him their microwave minutes.
Bro, do you know what's mad, yeah? You're saying trust the youth, yeah? All he can do at this moment in time is trust the youth. Your bench yesterday, yeah? Your bench yesterday, Harrison's the oldest person on the bench was Lindelof, yeah?
Lindelof.
Every other player, the oldest person was 19 years old, blood. Yeah. You had two 18-year-olds, you got 3 17-year-olds, and then you got 3 19-year-olds, yeah? He has no choice but to trust the youth now, blood.
That's not the case, because he won't. Because players will be back. Like, for instance, Eriksen will be back. Euro will be back.
He said he didn't see a reason to make a change, though. He thought the team was doing fine.
And that in there lies in itself. Why do you think I put the vast majority of the blame on that defeat on the manager? I am not blaming Garnacho for the Garnacho miss. Because I've watched Garnacho do this. He's watched Garnacho do this. He did it in the last game against Leicester, where he missed. They weren't chances as good as that, but they missed, and that is solely on Amorim, and you deserve all the criticism and all the smoke that is coming your way, because you keep on doing foolishness. And again, you're in play the youth players, because people keep saying, oh, what if they're not ready? What if it goes wrong? On the flip side, what if a youth player goes in and plays right? Collie has played. When Collie has played this season, he's not the greatest player, but when he's played well. Obviously,
look at Rashford's breakout when everyone was injured and Van Gaal said, "You know what? We have to play Rashford." He got 2 goals in the Europa,
Yes.
Debut goal against Arsenal on the weekend.
Yes.
Now
And I
we
keep
see what
referencing-
happened.
Lingard was
career.
another one that season 2. Man bagged at the bridge.
Lingard
and
as well.
I keep referencing Van Gaal. Van
In
Gaal
the cup
had the
final.
same
Yep.
had the same
Even
issue.
us with Fabregas, bro.
Play him.
Man, 3 minutes 17 blood said, "Yo, play centre mid."
Yeah, play him. That's why I would have played Cheeto yesterday. I would have
Ethan
played
now as well. Even
would-
Ethan now.
Wanyeri now. I
Bro,
would
when
have
we had
played
the transfer ban, Mount, Tammy,
Mhm.
fucking Hudson Odoi, Tamori, all them.
Yeah,
man.
when you had the
Like,
ban.
the youth players will actually give a damn. They'll
Mhm.
actually play because they've got something to prove in it.
Mhm.
Some of these man either they want to get out the club.
They care
or
more
they're
about the
just
club as well
interested.
than the actual older players because they it means more to them. They've come through the ranks. They know behind the scenes. They know
Not even
the-
just
the
that. It's the
philosophy.
opportunity.
Yeah, and
It's
the
the
opportunity.
opportunity. It's your
But it
first
means
steps
more
into
to them,
first
like-
team football.
Homegrown, innit? Like these men are just here for the wage blood. These men actually want to, you know what I mean, make something at the club and
Yeah, there's a
Be
point.
be
to
that
prove.
next Beckham or G
To get
Nev.
something.
No one wants to be G Nev. Beckham or Scholes. You get me?
But yeah, like, and that's where it's horrific. And I've been saying this because people keep saying, "Oh, what if it goes wrong?" Well, what if it goes right? What if Cheeto plays and scores? What if Kone plays and he plays well? Collier, who has played when he plays well. What if Aiden Heaven plays when he plays well? One of them mutes is an attacking midfielder. Play him. You have nothing. You don't have a free hit in the eyes of the fans, but you have a free hit in the eyes of the board. You are going nowhere this season. This is your time to play these players, and you may stumble across something that works. Maybe it's next season you go, right, I played such and such, and he actually worked in the system better than I expected because it's a profile thing. That's why I don't worry about, well, not worried. That's why I don't worry about when people talk about recruitment and it costing. You can recruit, right? That doesn't cost a lot. You don't have to sign big names for big money. It's about profiles, systems, and you've seen that already, even in the short amount of time that Amorim's been here with a Collier. But like I said, this is on him. And if you continue to do foolishness, guess what? You're going to continue to lose games, and all you are doing is heaping pressure on yourself from the start of next season to then hit the ground running. Because if you don't, people are going to remember, all people are going to talk about is the back end of this season, and then talk about how poorly you've started next season. And that's where it lies. What did the board do? Who knows? Because the board been whatless, been talking about Ineos for the longest. At window, we had piss poor. They wrote off this season. But even though Ineos have wrote off this season and the hierarchy of wrote off this season, doesn't give the manager license to do this. Like this acceptance that, oh, he can't do anything else, so we're just going to continue to lose games because it doesn't really mean anything. Finishing 15th or 16th is no different to finishing 13th or 12th. Of course, that's obvious. However, you can't just continue to lose games. Like that should never be allowed to creep in. Like we're just okay with it. And that seems to be from some fans like, hey, you know what? This whole is gonna get worse before it gets better. Why? Nonsense. We can perform better. 110% we can play better without that. Because I've watched it in parts
Especially
where
against
we
a
have
team
indeed
like
played better.
Spurs.
Yeah,
And
like
this is the thing. It's not like you went and you played a decent side away from home. Tottenham are in the pits of hell.
Yeah,
And
of
they
course.
weren't
They've
even
lost
good in that
more.
game. They barely had control.
Yeah, they've lost more games than you, blood. You get me?
Yeah.
You probably played better out of the two. But
Well,
your
that's
front
easy to
line
get.
just absolutely stinks.
Again, front line. Who's playing these players in the front line? I'm not hearing about, oh, there's nobody. Nonsense. Play the youngsters. We didn't bring in no loans. We didn't bring anyone in the window, which is complete piss poor in itself. And that's on everyone, because I had people tell me, oh, Amorim didn't want to bring anyone in. Okay, so is it solely on Amorim, or is there a hierarchy and is there multiple people discussing these things? That's on everybody, including Amorim. We did try and sign Tel, didn't go through. But the fact we brought no one in after letting another attacker go where we're already short and already struggling is just nonsense on everybody's part. That's nonsense on Amorim's part. I'm not hearing it. There's no excuses. There's no hiding places for this manager. And then people will hear me criticize and go, oh, you Amorim out. No, I'm holding man accountable for daft decisions, because when he performs well or does good things, I praise. I'm not biased like that. I call things out. Whether you agree with me or disagree with me, I call things as I see it. I don't have no bias towards, I'm not going to be critical of someone because I'm a fan of them. Or I'm not going to be overly critical of somebody because I dislike them. And that's player or manager. That's why you hear me talking about the manager with so much vim, is because I rate him. This is why I don't get onto the players like that. You know why? Because I don't rate them. I know what Højlund is. awful. Worst striker in the league. I know what Garnacho is. I know what Bruno is. I know what Delo is. The only time I have energy for them is when they play well, and then people want to criticize me for criticizing them. Like when we was having a discussion on there, a man super chatted about, oh, why are you just blaming Bruno? We ain't seen him since. No super chats from that guy since. And that was all 5-6 weeks ago. Ironically, the last time Bruno played well. And this is a cycle. It's been going on since this man's been here. That's why I don't have no vim for him, but I have vim for the manager, is because you're better than this, in my opinion. So therefore, the fact that I hold you to a high standard means, yo, cut out the foolishness. I don't care about ownership. I don't care about how bad some of these players are. Find a solution. And you're not even attempting to fix it. That's the worst part. We go there and play. If he plays the youth and we would have played worse than we did and we lose 3-0, I'm less critical of the manager. Then I'm crashing on the board. Because I'm like, you man have put him in this situation. He's relying on youth players because these senior players are so bad in this squad. A squad he hasn't helped build. This is a squad you man put together. And well, not even put together. It's a squad you man haven't attempted to fix. Because January was the time to go and get things to do.
Crypto's saying he's still playing Bruno, but who are you going to play instead of Bruno?
You
don't have any other creative spark.
Bruno's not a creative spark. We don't score goals.
He put it on a plate for Garnacho.
Yeah, adds one pass.
But that one pass would have been.
But that's not creative. That's not creative. It's not. That doesn't.
Most of your chances created are made from Bruno.
No, that's incorrect. No, they're not, because we barely create anything.
Remember, I don't rate Bruno. I'm just saying, like, he's the one that normally.
But that's a myth. That is not the case. No, he's not no creative spark. We don't score. We don't create chances, and we don't score goals. All the stats tell you this, and all that eye test tells you this. It's a myth. He does not create. Bear in mind, he's playing from the 10. Playing from central midfield. Man, talk about progressing the ball. If he's creative, progress the ball then. But guess what? He can't. He can't do it. He's incapable. This is why I don't get onto him for not doing it. Because I know you can't progress the ball. You don't have the agility, the balance, the technical skill, or physical attributes to do any of those things. That's on the manager. Who do you play? Play Kone there. Play the youngster there. Why not? Because when Collie has played there, he's performed better than Bruno. So how come Kone can't go in there and do the same thing? Try it. Again, my thing is the youngsters, I'm not saying how to answer because people get that misconstrued. I'm saying attempt. You are doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Bruno ain't it. You figured it out. That's why you don't play him in the 10. The manager, that's why I know this. He's so creative, but yet you don't play him in the 10. And you play 2 10s. And even you're like, yeah, you're not it. You think he causes less issues?
But he's the one still. But he's still the one that's creating the opportunities for your team.
No, it's not. It's Ahmad. Ahmad is the one that creates most of our opportunities.
Ahmad scores.
Ahmad creates most of our opportunities. Ahmad creates.
I say him and Ahmad.
No, it's not him. It's not, because he played a 5-yard pass to Garnacho doesn't mean he created. Because if I said that for Hoyland, man wouldn't be trying to hear it. Hoyland played a 5-yard pass and someone wouldn't be like, oh, he's creative. He played a simple pass to Garnacho and Garnacho missed. Garnacho creates more than him. And Garnacho's rubbish. How are we doing? We don't score and we don't create. And all the stats show that. And Bruno was like this before Amorim got here. It's just been magnified now. But again, I don't blame Bruno for that. Because I know what you are. You are not good. That's the manager. And I know you know he's not good because you've said as much. I'm paraphrasing, but he said something about him wanting to force the ball and play long balls. He said this. But yet you continue to play him. I'm not hearing. Yeah, Amorim said that.
Amorim said that about Bruno.
Said that about Bruno, yes. I'm paraphrasing, but it was along those lines. The chat will find the quote. So I know you know. This is all on him. 95% of that defeat is on him in my eyes. I'm not blaming Bruno for doing what he does. How am I blaming you for doing what you do? I let a thief into my house and he robs me. That's my fault. Someone who's a known thief and my shit goes missing. That is on me. You know what you are getting with these men. You've been here long enough. I'm sorry, I'm not hearing about who else is there. Because if these men got injured, would we play with 10 men or would they be replaced? Bruno got injured or Garnacho got injured or Hoyland or Delo or whoever. Would we play with 10 men or would somebody else take their spot? So there's a potential solution. On the bench there is potential solutions. Maybe they all terrible. Maybe Kone's terrible and Chido's terrible. Harry Amas is terrible. Cool. But at least it's an attempt at it. That's my biggest complaint and biggest critique. And I've seen you switch things up. That's the craziest part. I've seen you switch tactics and switch players around and things of this nature previously, and it's worked. So to continue to go down this road, adding we're losing games, nonsense. Seen you do it in the Premier League, seen you do it in the Europa League, I seen you do it in the FA Cup, seen you do it in the Carabao Cup, even though we went out. Personnel changes, tactical changes. And then you just go and continue to play these players. Like, all right, cool. Like, you're going to continue to lose games, and then the pressure's going to be heaped upon you. And all you're doing is adding to that. Again, and for anyone who thinks, oh, it's solely on Amorim. No, the whole totality of it is not on Amorim. But he's the one person in this I rate highly, so you hold in the most smoke. I don't rate the board. I don't rate the players. I rate the manager. So therefore, the manager I'm going to hold accountable. Our board is shit. Been saying this for the longest. Now people want to open their eyes and start talking about Ineos. Been saying Ineos are terrible. They did a deal with the devil, and man are talking about, oh yeah, we'll see what they do and did it there and this and that. And they'll do good things, which they have. I think the window was good. But the bad outweighs the good, because the window we just had was awful when we needed reinforcements.
I was going to say, what window was good?
The window, the summer window I liked. I liked the summer when incomings and outgoings, they did a great job. In particular, outgoings, because we raised the most money we've ever raised. For everyone who always complains about Manchester United not being able to sell well, we generated the most money we've ever generated in sales. So they did a good job with that. And like I said, the signings who we brought in, positive. They had a few players I don't have criticism. I mean, I don't have heavy criticism of like that. They're actually positive. Like Maz, for example, very, very smart signing. If we had more players of that caliber and of his level, we wouldn't be in this situation. We'd just be competent unit, cohesive. Because Maz just does his job to a good standard. So whether he's playing right-sided centre-back or left-sided centre-back. And that's where I stand with it. So this is on the manager. This is on him. You deserve the smoke. And I hope the penny drops and you somehow turn it around. The board have wrote off this season, and it's about trying to scam one of these 2 trophies. That's the aim. They've come in and just kept the MO the same. The plan is the exact same. Let's just, you know what? Let's just not play well. Let's not invest in the squad properly. And let's see what we can do. Let's see what results we can scam. We're just no longer scamming results in the league, which we was doing. Because like I've said before, since 2014, so 9 years, we haven't had a good season from start to finish. But we still picked up trophies and got results and had good league finishes on paper in those seasons. Because of various things. But now that's run out. But they're trying their luck in the league. They're trying their luck in the cups. And that's where it stands. But people are going to let certain people fans are going to let certain people get away with it because they're fans of him. So Amorim fans are going to let Amorim get away with it. If you're a fan of such and such a player, you're going to let certain players get away with it. Going to let the board get away with it. Nobody. Everybody's to blame for this. Outside of just the Spurs game, I'm saying everybody. That should never be our bench, even with injuries. Yes, we've been hit with injuries. Ahmad being out, Merino being out, couple illnesses to players. But there's long-term, like was there no one who was in January who was like, what happens if Ahmad or Merino get injured, or both worst case scenario? You don't plan for worst case scenario. Somewhere we're already short and already struggling. So we're light quantity, we're light quality, and you subtract. And it was the right move to get rid of Rashford. I'm not saying it was, but bring somebody in. Lone player. If there was no plan to bring through a youth player, bring in a lone player who was just okay just for an extra body. But I guarantee you he's better than what we got out there. Better than Garnacho and Højlund. We bring in a youth player, we ain't going 0-13. What did you say? Højlund scored what? And in 48 Premier League games, he's failed to score 36 times.
Yep.
No striker, an average striker does better than that.
That is ridiculous, bro.
Worst striker in the league, man.
I said he's the worst striker in the league, blood. Man, I think I'm capping.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm not disputing that. He's the we had the conversation.
Yeah, I'm not even bantering him.
And it was another agenda last season. It was an agenda last season when I mentioned it, though. Another example.
I don't criticize him for that. That's on the manager. Because you continue to play him. I'll blame Højlund. Højlund went out there and was him. That's what it is. Like, you went out there.
Because how many goals did he get for? Where'd you get it from? Atlanta.
Yeah.
Where'd you get, like 7 goals?
9. Well, like, that's what it is. I don't blame
9 goals.
It's like you putting a bird outside and it flies, and you get mad at the bird. Like, you do, like, you know what it is, like, type of shit. That's on him. That's why I say you know what these players are because you've been here long enough. Not hearing no excuse. You're at Manchester United Football Club. Yes. Horrendous situation. Probably the worst to be in regards to the players you have and your hierarchy. So your bosses and your staff, woeful. Still do better. There's not no this just acceptance of, all right, yeah, we can just lose games. What? Nah.
It feels like there's an acceptance in your fan base.
100%.
Yes, there is. There is an
100%.
acceptance in the fan base. You know why? Because the fan base don't want to hold their favorites accountable. That's why.
How can you have any favorites in this cesspit?
Because people like, you know why? Because people let love blind them and their love for the football club. That's what it is. That's why people will do what you said and be like,
yeah, you can have love for the club, but there ain't no fucking players right now. I'd be like,
but what? I guarantee I even got the chat open to someone backing Bruno or backing Højlund or backing Garnacho. I know it. I know if I open up the chat right now, there's someone in there saying I'm being overly critical of them. Even though the numbers that you just read out.
Nah, they're kind of with you today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know why they're with? Wait, let me clarify that. They're with me today because we lost. Let us win next week. Let us win next week, and Højlund scores or Garnacho scores. Watch the difference.
The stands will be outside.
Yeah, the stands will be outside. That's why the guy who super chatted about, why are you just blaming Bruno? We ain't seen him since.
Certified's laughing, bro. They're with him today, blood. I swear, look.
But they're with me today because
they're with him today, blood.
Because everybody does results-based analysis. That's not everybody. Too many people do results-based analysis. Because had we had won and put in the exact same performance, so let's say, Maddison misses that chance and Garnacho scores, and we win the game 1-0. Let's say hypothetically that happens. I'd still be here saying the exact same thing. Apart from it was good to get the win, but people would be here bigging up Garnacho for scoring.
Chris is defending Bruno. So there's one man that's saying you're too cynical.
Yeah, that's that. See, too cynical. We're sat 15th on the 17th of February, and I'm the one that's too cynical. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. We are 15th on the 17th.
He's on some different type of copium, blood.
You know what I'm saying? We are 15th on the 17th of the second month of the year, and man, I got more critique from me than they do the team, than they do the manager. Bear in mind, this isn't a one-off. This is why I have so much vim, because this ain't how I'm talking. Isn't just about the Spurs game. This has been happening. Certain performances have been unacceptable, but because we've won games or the results, the scoreline's not looked too bad, people aren't criticized. I keep referencing it. Southampton game, awful. We was dreadful in that game, but because Ahmad did a madness at the end and we won 3-1, no one's talking about it. Newcastle 2-0, probably our worst performance, I think. But because we only lost 2-0 and Newcastle are a good side, it doesn't look too bad. But then players gave up. Manager out of ideas. The system ain't even systeming now. I'm seeing even less patterns and stuff like that. And that falls on the manager. Like he'll talk about, Maguire's not good in high space. I'm paraphrasing, but he mentioned something about Maguire and him not being good in high spaces. Stop playing Maguire then. You don't have to play Maguire. I'm just using that as an example. Just basics and stuff like that.
Where are you in the league, blood?
That's
I'll be real, man.
Where are you in the league, Flawless? Before you go, Mons, where are you in the league, blood?
You know where we are in the league. Go on.
Where?
We are 15th, sir. Go on.
What?
We're fucking 15th. We're 15th. We are 15th, sir. We are 15th. We are 5 points away from relegation. Yeah? We are closer to the bottom than the top, bro. We ain't winning Europa. We're fucking 15th.
I'm just hoping we don't be.
Well, at least now it's 12 points off the drop.
I was just about to say, I hope we don't drop 5 points off relegation. Otherwise, I'm going to have to use the extended clip.
Oh, brother.
I have to use the extended. That's on me though. I spoke that one into existence. I'm not gonna lie. I hold con for that. That 15th shit is on me because that clip is hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, Flawless, you're kind of saying all the things we were saying to you in the earlier stages when you first came through the door. We spoke about patterns of play and how you're conceding less XG per game, but we tried to tell you it didn't matter because. Like you guys were conceding from set pieces. Yes, you were conceding less goals from open play, which is an improvement, but you were conceding more goals from set pieces. Set pieces is also a part of a management. It's also part of coaching. It's also what you have to do on the pitch. So if you're now conceding more goals from set pieces and less from open... Ain't no way there's...
I'm here, man. I'm just making. I'm here. Carry on, man.
I'm just. Hey, no way. I was just ready.
I was just making sure, man. Go on, carry on. It was not.
I'm saying.
I'm here.
And
Go on,
as
carry on.
I was saying, as I was saying,
Mhm.
if you all of us like, I just don't like how at times there was picking and choosing between only focusing on the positives and the only slight positives because there was more negatives than positives than actually focusing on what was going wrong. Like for me, if you get worse at set pieces, like I'm focusing on that just as much as the amount of goals, even though you're conceding less goals from open play. You know what I'm saying? We already know your attack was shit, and we already know your midfield lacked mobility. Let's say outside of the one ball winner, that's a struggle ball that we always talk about. So now that you're 15th, it shouldn't have taken until now for you lot to realize that what this manager's doing is not good enough. No one asked Amorim to come top 4. No one asked Amorim to go and win the league.
Man said just get top half.
Man's all the football world wanted him to do, because he's not even a dislikable guy.
Nice.
I'm a dislikable guy.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm winning.
Yeah.
Amorim's not a dislikable guy, bro.
He is, bro.
Like
He's
me,
jumping
like
around.
like me, man.
Man
Very
is a
likable
bro.
individual. I hear it.
Man is he's a likable brat, bro.
Yeah, he's like
The
me.
only
I get
positive
it.
thing that everyone had to say was that he speaks well. Remember that gimmick? Remember that one? How well he speaks. How well he
Yeah, because it was compared to Ten Hag, innit?
Yeah. Remember all of that. So this is what I'm saying. Like that, this guy is a likable brother. We were happy to kind of see him go. You know what? Even if Man United finish 8th or 7th, that's an improvement for them. So therefore, you man are so shit. You're not even a threat. So your biggest rivals in myself was like, you know what? I don't even mind seeing him do okay. Like, it ain't gonna bother me. It don't bother me where I'm at. It don't bother him where he's at. It don't bother him where he's at. So all he needed to do was steady the ship. Do better than Ten Hag. You know what I'm saying? There are chants. There are chants that are saying, "Are you Ten Hag in disguise?" How about this? This man is performing worse than Ten Hag.
Absolutely.
This is worse than grenade football. This is controlled Satan ball. That's what this is controlled. This is controlled grenade ball.
This is like,
you know what I'm saying?
This is like 2030 terrorism, blood. Like a new form of terrorism.
It's real.
Big man team, bro. They got shit that we don't even know about.
Yeah, bro. It's real bloody out there. And flawless. And look at me when I say this. Generally, I'm not really with the "Are you Ten Hag in disguise?" when it was Ten Hag in charge, and rightly so because he's a bum. But it was the players. So it was the
but is Ten Hag a bum? Is Ten Hag a bum because he went in there with the same kind of rep that Amorim has, where everyone rated Ten Hag.
But is
Amorim going to end up like Ten Hag?
If Amorim turns out to not be good enough, that's not on Manchester United. That's on Amorim.
We won't know that yet.
People need to stop blaming us for managers coming here and failing and not to be good enough.
You turn and play a shit.
But flawless, you man play football. Flawless, you play football with the danger close perk on Call of Duty.
He hasn't improved any player.
No, I'm not saying he hasn't.
Ahmad was doing that anyway.
No, Ahmad's quality.
He's not like he's coming and made Ahmad.
No, he has. I'm saying there's no player who's left here who's gone to the top of the game. People need to stop over exaggerating.
No, but there's players that were much better than what they were at previous clubs than what they are producing.
Because they fail here. Because here's a different type of pressure. Most players fail here. Before you go, under Sir Alex Ferguson, most of the players we signed failed here.
Yeah,
most of them failed.
That's true because the badge weight's heavy.
This is my point. So don't put that on us. That's on them.
I'm saying
Rashford and Anthony.
Hold on. I'm talking about your manager.
The only failure I remember was really Veron.
No, I'm talking about. I'm just talking players he signed in general. All the players there's plenty of players who signed who failed under Fergie. Plenty of players. They weren't
the only top player that failed was probably
top player we signed here who's failed. Who's the top players? Who?
You can't you can't attract them now.
No, so what top? So then that dispels the myth. Then so there's no top play. We've either signed top players and they failed here, or we can't sign top players. You got to pick one. Which one is it?
No, but Fergie, you said Fergie. No, I'm answering. You said Fergie players failed under Fergie.
Yes, not every signing worked.
The signings failed. What? Apart from Veron, who failed?
So you talking about? So I'm talking about just
I'm talking
signings
about
in
Fergie.
general. Yes, under Fergie, signings failed. Yes.
Oh, like what?
Under
Jemba
Fergie.
Jemba and them man there.
Yes.
You're fucking
Cleberson.
Jemba Jemba. Come on, man.
Jemba was coming. Cleberson was coming off a World Cup. If we signed a player off a World Cup, now,
Cleberson wasn't
what would everyone
starting.
say?
He wasn't a starter though for
He
Brazil.
wasn't, but he failed here. Cleberson was a failure here, and he was
Yeah,
coming.
but a lot
off
of,
the
you know,
back
but
of a
he's South
World Cup.
American. South
We
American
can't
players
do
can
that.
fail.
No,
South American players can fail in the
Don't
Premier
do
League.
that.
We've seen a lot of them fail.
The World Cup.
How
is
many
in
South America?
2026.
Like, there's not a lot of South
Yeah, you
American
do,
players
but we're
that
not.
actually.
We're not changing. We're not
You
changing
understand?
the narrative because the World Cup's in 2026. If Brazil win it and a starting midfielder or a player that's a part
Yeah,
of
but
it, helps
Cleberson was
win
not
it,
starting.
and Kleb, okay, you're part of it though. He came off the back of a World Cup. That's why we indeed signed him. So if a player playing for Brazil is part of the squad and we sign him in 2026 in the summer and he fails here, people say, oh, that's Manchester United ruining another player. Stop it. Go through Fergie signings. We just remember the good ones.
The only man I remember failing under Fergie was the South American man. So Forlan, Cleberson, everyone else. Sheringham didn't fail. Solskjaer didn't fail. Cantona didn't fail. Van Persie didn't fail.
There's plenty of players who failed under him.
Ronaldo didn't fail. Tevez didn't fail. Look at all these players.
They're the quality ones.
Didn't fail. Who failed, blood?
They're the quality. All right, let me go pull up. I'll pull up Fergie signings now. 1 second, and we'll go through it.
I don't know who failed, blood.
All right, cool.
We're going down. We're going down a tangent here, man. Focus.
Now we're gonna get to it.
I talk about Bebe and shit, man. There.
No,
but Bebe, but United.
Like what we talking about? Like plenty of players. What we doing here? Like
forget all that.
Players didn't. Like Anderson wasn't Anderson didn't.
Di Maria wasn't under Fergie. Why is man saying Di Maria in the chat? We're saying Fergie.
No. Anderson's one. Phil Jones is another one. Anderson didn't succeed here.
Anderson didn't fail.
Anderson failed.
Anderson used to play all the big games. You forget.
For what he was
all the big games Anderson would play.
For what he was brought in to do, Anderson failed. Doesn't mean he didn't have good games. Didn't mean he played in big games. Was that Anderson wasn't a better player for us than Darren Fletcher? What are we talking about here? Was he? No.
Yeah, Fletcher was just used in certain games.
Yes, and so was Anderson. Big games, like you said, Fletcher. So let's not do this. Come on, man. You know I know ball, man, when it comes to Manchester. Plenty of players.
Obviously, it's your club, blood. You should. What do you mean?
Yeah, exactly. So that's the point I'm making. So why are we going that? Like, I do want to respond to Monts, but I despise this now.
Hargreaves did not fail. Are you fucking crazy? Hargreaves was starting fucking main guy, bro.
Kagawa failed here.
Yeah, Kagawa did.
Kagawa failed here.
But Kagawa only had one. Kagawa had one season under Fergie, no?
Kagawa,
and he done all right in that season when he had Van Persie.
It was one season. Alan Smith failed here. Bebe failed.
Remember that season? Remember that season? Because Kagawa was cooking that season when with Van Persie.
Yeah,
when you won the league.
Failed here. Mikel Silvestre failed here. The list goes on.
Did not fail. Silvestre was your starting left back. What are you on about?
Not when we were successful.
Until
not when we were
he did not fail.
What success did we have with
Silvestre? You got rid of Silvestre. You started Silvestre when he was at 33.
What success did we?
How did Silvestre fail?
He was a solid squad player. He was a solid squad player. Okay, I'm not moving mad. What? That's
Silvestre failed.
Yeah, he was a solid squad player.
He was mad.
He was a solid.
He was starting for you, man.
He was when we won. Not when we won. Exactly.
02-03. Who was your left back? Silvestre, no?
When
you won the league that year.
What league? What year?
02-03. You won the league at Everton last day.
Yeah, one. He had one season, and that was it. He's behind.
Bro,
he's behind.
Heinze
was no. He wasn't. Heinze was there. What are we talking about? Heinze was there.
He was starting over Heinze.
No, he wasn't. It was Gabriel Heinze. Heinze took it over from Heinze.
You didn't sign Heinze in 2003.
I swear it was 2003.
Nah.
But the list goes on. Jemba, Butner, Cusack.
These are shit, man. They're gonna flop.
But they weren't shit.
Man said Butner. Look at the names you're playing. Come on, flawless, man. Nah, you're reaching.
When we bought them.
You're reaching.
They wasn't. I'm not reaching. They was not shit when we bought them. That was not the conversation. What are we talking about? When we signed these, man, they were not shit when we bought them.
Butner was shit. Who rated Butner, bro? Stop your bullshit.
I'm saying he wasn't.
Butner was shit, bro. You're chatting shit. Butner was. No one was scared of Butner, Brad.
And no one's scared of these players.
No one was like, oh my God,
who's scared now? Who's scared?
I remember Hazard putting him in the Carabao Cup.
Okay, so let's dispel this. Since Fergie left, who we scared of now? Who did we sign that was such a top player that we've ruined? Name him. Who?
Pogba.
Who? Pogba 1.
Di Maria
2. This is over a 10-year period, so we got 2 in 10 years. Bet you can't name 10. So he's not even won a year.
All right.
What are we talking
All right.
about?
I was
was
trying to be.
all right.
I was gonna be shameless and say Mount, but I can't.
What are we
even
talking
remember.
about here?
could say
Man,
Mount.
just want to go over.
Sancho.
Mount was
Sancho?
thinking at Chelsea before.
Sancho,
to go all the over
Sancho?
with this thing. 3, Sancho.
Alexis.
4.
Yeah, 4 what now, Rolf?
4.
Ronaldo,
Yeah, 10 years. Who?
CR7,
No, Ronaldo wasn't a top player when we signed him.
Martial.
No. Said it out. No, he wasn't a
Martial?
top player when we signed him out.
What? Not Martial? No.
Martial was more potential around that.
Yeah,
point.
Martial was more
Cavani?
potential.
Who?
Cavani, no.
Cavani?
He wasn't.
Ederson,
No,
bro.
Cavani wasn't it. Cavani
Depay?
wasn't it. Cavani wasn't it. Depay
Depay?
definitely not. Never rated him. Think he's one of the most overrated. Where is he now?
Brazil.
There we go.
Ronaldo.
Right then, what are we
Ronaldo.
talking about here? This complete myth that
Yeah, but I've
Man
named
United
6, bro. I got 6, bro.
6 in 10 years. So it's not even 1 a year.
Falcao.
No, Falcao was done
Nah,
out.
he had that knee injury, didn't he?
Done out. Look at the man want to talk
Nah,
about
Matter
reaching
cooked.
hella
Matter
down.
cooked there. Nah. Matter was cooking at United. Matter was
And
cooking.
even no, Man United, they didn't play him in the middle enough.
Yeah, we didn't. That's on Moisey. That's on Moisey with
Lukaku?
Man still is. No, Lukaku was never it. Shout out to my bro Tox. We've been arguing about Lukaku since he was at West Brom.
He got fat, didn't he?
You know what I'm saying? We've been arguing. Shout out to my bro Tox.
Bruno.
We argued about him. No,
Bruno was a
Bruno,
top
no.
player before you signed Bruno.
no, he wasn't.
Casemiro
No.
done all right
He
at
wasn't.
United.
He wasn't no top
But
player.
they did
Yeah,
rub out
Casemiro's good.
Casemiro.
I hope
They
you lot
rubbed
are
out
happy.
Varane.
I hope you lot are happy. I
Yes.
hope you lot are happy. Look
No,
what this
is
guy's
not
escaped.
reaching.
He is
I'm
He's
not
not, bro.
saying-
We're gonna go.
No,
Don't worry, bro.
no,
Nah, he ain't
months,
escaped nothing, blood.
No, months. Wait, escape. Cause I want to respond to
He
some
ain't
of the
escaped,
things you
bro.
said. I just have
He
to
ain't escaped.
dispel myths when people go overboard with this myth that we've ruined all of these top talents. And if they're so good top talents, how come they leave here and do nothing? If you're a top talent, go do something else.
Because you ruined them, and then they
How would
just
you ruin
ruined.
it?
They
But
just
that means
ruined,
you're
blood.
not-
You're ruining it.
If you can have a couple bad seasons and it ruins your game, you're not fit for it. You're not fit for top elite sport then. You can have 2 bad seasons and that ruins the rest of your career. Not fit for purpose then. Not fit unless it's the injury thing where we kind of did that. That's it. I'm sorry. I'm not hearing this. No. Bruno wasn't. No. Bruno's not good. It's just that we didn't watch him in Portugal like that. What are we talking about here? Like all Fergie signings hit? No, they didn't. Not all the signings hit. Like Varane
Mkhitaryan.
wasn't like who?
Mkhitaryan.
No, again, he was another Kagawa. Potential. What did
Nah,
he do when he came to?
Mkhitaryan
What did he do
wasn't.
what did he do when he went to you lot?
He was shit. But we had Alexis, bro. Come on, man.
Well, like this is what it is. Alexis out here. Some players are here, yes. But let's stop it. I'm saying players were brought in like Anderson. I don't think was bad at Manchester United, but he was no better than Darren Fletcher for us overall. Who was Darren Fletcher? Anderson wasn't brought in at that price tag to be a good squad player. What are we doing out here? He was brought in to be the guy, and Anderson was one of my favorite players when he was here. Let's stop this notion that we ruin top players all the time. Please. Sorry, go on, man. Say what you were saying. 'Cause I wanted to respond to something you said, but go on.
Don't worry, I get the same thing. It's cool.
I
We
can't even
both
remember.
ruin players.
Oh no, because you said in regards to this is what I wanted to respond to while you collect your thoughts. Or you were saying all this stuff beforehand. My biggest criticism of Amorim wasn't applicable at that time because I'm giving him time to see if he will change it and switch players around. That's my biggest critique of his. Is playing the same players who fail. I did not expect him to do that. That's where my issue lies. That's my major issue. It's nothing to do with like I spoke about conceding from set pieces, mentioned that. Something we seem to have cleared up, which is a good thing. But playing the same players, which is something is not applicable in the I said I'll give you 3-4 games to assess the squad and get it right. Well, then after that, I'm gonna be critical. And we're now 20 plus games in, and you're still playing the same players. That's on the manager. So I disagree with that in regards to it's the what's it called? It's original critique, because that's not a criticism that was applicable back then. It's not.
I hear you.
Well, that's what that is.
I hear you. Oh, do you know what it is, bro? I
We'll crash on him. Go on.
No. Like the crash will come in a second because I've been gathering my thoughts for a second now.
Yeah.
I just think that I know you wanted to give him time to see if he changes the shit that he weren't doing, but for me, the fact that he wasn't improving anyone was a concern from the get-go. And obviously, some of the mistakes, like for me, moving Mazraoui out of position when he was already playing well, he was moving things around early doors, by the way. And for me, I think sometimes you got to keep things in place with your best players. You can't make your best players worse. I'm not talking Ahmad in it. I'm talking like Mazraoui. For me, he was your best player, right? Mazraoui was one of your best players. You can't make a player like Mazraoui worse when he's one of the things kind of holding your defense together, especially on the ball, especially in build up, especially in ball retention. He was bringing a lot of things to that defense that already wasn't great. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's just an example. But as I said, like with Ten Hag, the window was classed as decent to good or some very good. That was what the window that was was said about the window. Yeah. And when Ten Hag was in charge, it was all the manager and not so much the players. It was very much so the manager. So if this squad is nowhere near as good as what people say it is, then on that basis, Ten Hag can't be as bad a manager as everyone says, even though I think he's as bad a manager as everyone says. Like it wasn't really the players' fault. It was all Ten Hag's fault. It was all Ten Hag's fault. He's the terrorist. He's like Poch, Satan's greatest soldier, rare tear. This guy has come in and the ship's not steady. It's worse. It's doing all of that, bro. It's worse now. And Flawless, to even add insult to you know what I'm saying, insult to injury, this guy is coming out and saying, Manchester United job is very hard. It's very difficult. Of course it bloody is.
Plus?
Of course it is. So, as I said, it's not, are you Ten Hag in disguise? You know what I'm saying? Ten Hag might have been Amorim in a bald cap. Because he's doing worse. 8 losses in 12. You've lost more games than you've won.
You lost more games than ever.
You've got more points than games.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? This is not... So, when I was talking to you about, bro, not being good enough and you got to look at the manager, I understand you're a Man United fan, so you're ultimately always going to give him more time than I am. Because I'm a rival fan. My job's to hate you, man. You get it? I'm always going to give you less time than what you're going to give your manager. But, bro, some of these changes, when he's making basic managerial errors. And if we're actually talking about the Tottenham game, I actually think it was more 60% the players. It's more 60% the players than the manager. I don't think the tactics were all over the place necessarily against Spurs.
It's never a tactic. It's never with him. It's never a tactical thing with him for the most part. Personnel.
What is it?
Yeah, but Flawless. Because he's made mistakes up until this point, and Man United are losing game after game after game.
Have everyone got a better team?
Now the 1-0
Moyes has got a better bounce.
Hold on. Now the 1-0 is like it's more detrimental because he's been making dumb mistakes up to this point.
What? And this is where my issue lies.
This wasn't even really the manager.
This is where my issue lies.
He cannot coach.
And this is where
he's a manager. He is not a coach. You need to get a coaching team in there because how has David Moyes gone into Everton and Everton have a style of play? Everton look threatening. Everton are playing with desire, intensity, everything, aggression. You lot are just going through the fucking motion.
Exactly. And that's where my issue lies. And the reason why I'm more critical months of Ten Hag in regards to the players because it's a squad he assembled. That's why he holds more smoke from me because you assembled this team together. So therefore, once it's your squad, I expect you to get more. Same way with Amorim. If you're here,
when it wasn't his squad,
get more out of this.
When it wasn't his squad,
look at the David Moyes thing.
When it wasn't his squad, he was able to get third. Ten Hag got third without his squad. He got third.
Yeah, absolutely, and he did very well. And I praise him for that. Did you not just hear what I said? The manager should be getting more troops. This is what I said.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. He should be like. This is why I blamed him mostly for these results. Because I expect, again, let me repeat this. You're the one thing in the club I actually rate. I don't rate the players like that for the most part, and I don't rate the ownership or the hierarchy. You're the one thing I actually rate at the football club that I look at and go, yes. So therefore, I hold you to the highest standard. I expect most of these players to do anything, but that's why when he plays these players, that's on you. Like playing Hoyland. I don't blame him for the Garnacho miss. I don't blame Garnacho for that Garnacho miss. I blame Amorim. Because Garnacho shouldn't be out there. Now, if you want to blame the board...
For me, I understand that Rashford, it was right for Rashford to go. It was right for Sancho to go. And it was also right for, who's the other one? Anthony. You know what I'm saying? Like, these players didn't really have a spot at Manchester United just because of they've done too much damage in terms of it's just too much. Yeah, you get it, too much damage has been done. But bro, if your front line was Anthony, Rashford, and Sancho, that is 10 times better than the one you have of Højlund, Xerxes, and Garnacho. You see what I'm
You
saying?
could even leave Xerxes in there, to be honest.
You could even have had
I'm
Xerxes
giving him-
as
I'm
the
giving him
fourth, fourth in that.
He had a
as the
good game.
fourth. Like this is what I feel like if the
Yeah,
right
set up.
players,
Yeah,
I
bad
feel
man.
like the wrong players were prioritized. Garnacho was linked away from the club just like how Rashford has been. You know what I'm saying? Sancho obviously fell out with Ten Hag, but again, timing. I think if Ten Hag left, then Sancho easily could have been integrated back into the team. I don't think Manchester United was always the problem for Sancho. It was Ten Hag. He fell out with Ten Hag.
It's kind of like if we would have got rid of Ten Hag earlier.
Yeah,
the next manager might have said, "Hey, Sancho, I can use you."
If
We
you
said
just
that
gave
all
a manager
summer
a
that that was the
pre-season,
top
if you
three.
gave a manager a pre-season, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like that. But the bottom line is, like, Ineos, your fan base, and this is where I'm going to do what I did with Lewis. Your fan base done the most shocking, shameless, disgusting, asinine, the worst 180 I've seen. When they gave Ten Hag that contract, the 180 I saw from some of your fan base was sickening. From calling this guy a terrorist to going, if Ineos are going to back him, then we're going to back him.
Even
You know what I'm
before that, the man them
It's
who was writing
madness.
letters to say Ineos need to give him the new contract.
Bro, when he won that cup and got
They're the
new
real
contract,
terrorists.
the way some of the fans said changed their whole tune about Ten Hag, only for him to get
They got
fucked
Bin
off in 4
Laden's
months.
daughter's number. Trust me.
Madness, absolute madness. That 180 is one of the most shameless 180s I've ever seen, ever. And now the Man United fans act like it never happened. They act like they were never there for it. Only the real ones saw that contract get signed and were fuming.
You, Saeed.
You seen the shows?
You know what I'm
You was
saying?
there.
You,
I don't need
Saeed,
to name
Ran.
the names. Yeah, I don't need to. I know Saeed. I know the real ones that kept the same energy. But a lot
Tyrone,
of
you get me? Maybe because he was bald like Ten Hag, he tried back it.
bro,
No,
I've got my
brother.
bros. I've got family that were like, you know what? Ten Hag hasn't really got a chance. This is the
Bald
first time
lives
he's had a
matter.
chance, bro. I've got my guys were saying, you
Bald
know what?
Defense League.
The Ten Hag Defense League somehow rose again.
BDL blood.
D-Figs.
Forget BBL, the BDL blood.
Bro, bro, I'm telling you, I ain't Amorim right now. Shout out to X. It's Lube and Hammering blood. Lube and Hammering. Ruben scammering, bro. He scammed you all. He is sitting in 15th. I remember when David Moyes was castrated for finishing 7th. He was castrated, banished, sent to the shadow realm. Even now, he's spoken about till this day, everyone. When you speak about David Moyes to Man United fans, them man, you know what I'm saying?
Still
When you
can't
speak
believe
about
you
certain
signed that
managers,
many.
these man can't even function when you talk about Moyes. This man finished 7th. He finished 7th.
Where are
and he
they?
was castrated. Bro, Van Gaal finished.
We're 15th. We are 15th, sir. We are 15th. We are 5 points away from relegation. Yeah? We are closer to the bottom than the top, bro.
You gotta just add that to the StreamYard at this point.
Yeah, let's go add StreamYard at this
Oh, wait,
point.
but I can get that with you, Judge. Yeah, that's one of my injuries as well. But as I said, the managers you used to hate and not hate, but the managers that Van Gaal won a cup. I'm pretty sure he finished 5th or 4th and got sacked.
Yeah, you got sacked. Yeah.
They got rid of him. Do
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? The Wreck-It Ralph actually said what was wrong, told the truth, and they got rid of him. You know what I'm saying? The man was like, yeah, rightly so. Yeah, rightly so. All of this stuff. But a man that's come in, hasn't managed at a top club, makes the club worse than the guy you hated already. But oh no, give him time. Yeah, give him time. Yeah, that's fine. It's all right for him to be 15th. It's going to get better before it gets worse. The standards are in the bin. In the flipping bin. I'm not saying sack him tomorrow. But what I am saying is that don't enable this shit. There's too much enabling going on from at Man United right now. Too much of it.
Because it's from
All you had to do was steady the ship.
Yeah.
All you had to do was steady the ship. And man is out here performing worse with a squad that should at least be 10th. You need an 8-point swing just to be on page 1.
No.
Take that
That's
in.
on him. But again, you mentioned about the enabling. That's from the top.
Bro, the way the fan base have enabled this guy when they hate managers that have finished 7th. They've castrated managers finishing 7th. You know what I'm saying?
It was a much better squad, but I hear your point.
They castrated
No,
Van Gaal.
that squad was
castrated Van
aging.
Gaal.
That
It
Forget
was
squad was
aging,
aging.
but it was aging, but it was
Forget 7th.
it was
They
miles
castrated
clear.
Van Gaal for finishing 5th.
brother. Ten Hag finished 8th.
It was managed. It was
Ten Hag
my
finished- no.
Van Gaal finished
Ten
5th
Hag-
and won a FA Cup, and they
Bro.
head on a stick.
Bro,
Yeah, because-
Ten Hag
right,
finished
you know what?
8th.
And rightfully
He
so.
finished 8th.
All these things are true, but all these managers should have gone. Van Gaal had
Ten
a
Hag
team.
won an FA Cup, finished 8th, and was brandished as Satan.
Yeah, facts, and rightfully so.
And rightfully so, by the way.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
But it's calm.
100%.
But this guy is cool. This guy who plays
Nah, and it should
just as boring football, makes dumb mistakes. He's managing United like he's still at Braga, but because he wears a Monclizzy and the Monclizzy ain't Clizzying no more, you're still trying to enable what he says because he speaks well. That guy is Ten Hag in a
Bro,
ball
that's a
tap.
fake Bro, that's a fake Moncler, bro. You got that from Wembley. You got that from Wembley Market.
It's a fun Claire. It's a
Wembley
fun
Market, bro.
bro. It's a fun Clizzy.
Wembley Market, bro. That was 24.9. That was 39.99, blood. That weren't 1,000, bro. Yeah.
The coat's clean,
That's
but yeah, in regards to
Man.
regards to the enabling, yeah, because that comes from the top. We shouldn't
know what
have
I'm
been in the
saying?
situation we're in. That comes from the hierarchy. That comes from Ineos. They've allowed this.
Listen,
That's
man.
what it is. Should he be performing better? Yeah, because everything is worse. All he had to do was come in and steady the ship.
That's
But
it.
it's like
And
and that's why I keep saying all you're doing is adding pressure
RIP the
to
boat,
yourself.
blood. You get me?
Start of the
Leah,
season.
blood. He's rocked the boat, fam.
Yeah,
Wow.
like that's what it is. Nah, the boat was already like you just made a rocky boat even
Nah,
worse.
your boat. Nah, right? You like your boat was like that.
No, it wasn't.
You were just going along the. You're going
No,
along
it
the
wasn't.
sea, and then Amorim's put
No,
up, and
it
it's gone
wasn't.
like. Now it's
Maybe
capsizing.
it was-
Highway
it was-
full
no, it
Now you
wasn't.
lot are holding on like that.
We were second half of the table anyway. It was all bad. It's just worse now, but let's not
Do you
act
know
like
what?
it was
Fuck it.
good.
Justice
was all
for Ten Hag, justice for Poch.
was all
Fuck
bad.
it, man. Fuck it, man. I know these
Yeah,
men.
you can run
These
that.
men are sitting there looking at this, going,
No, it's not because this is the
No,
squad you
no,
put
no.
together.
You know what, Mons? Drop me your addy if you want to chat shit, man, about this bullshit justice for Poch crap. Fucking play games with me.
You lot in the chat. Justice for Poch and justice for Ten Hag, blood. Yeah?
Yeah.
Justice for them both.
Cool.
Justice for them both.
Justice for them man being jobless.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
One wins silverware, the other one was on the
No,
up.
the US decided to hire
what
Poch.
I'm
He's their
saying?
problem
Oh,
now.
no, I'm
I'm
talking
taking
about
it.
Ten
I'm
Hag.
taking it.
I'm
I'm
talking
taking it.
about-
Oh, yeah.
Ten Hag.
I'm taking the piss. But the point is, Flawless, is
It's
that
like the Ollie revisionism went out the window.
No,
It took him
of
4
course,
years
I'm
to get
taking
a
the
job.
I'm taking the piss. Your fan base stink of
You
shit.
wish you had Ole
Your
now,
fan base
boy.
stink of shit.
No, I don't wish I
Hey,
had Ollie. No, I don't.
He wouldn't have you.
No, I
in
don't.
sixth- He wouldn't
No, I
he wouldn't
don't.
have you in 15th, mate.
I don't. I don't.
Do
I
you know
don't
how bad
care.
you have
No,
to be
I don't.
to be Tottenham's bitch?
Ollie revisionism is crazy.
No,
swear
I don't.
Crazy. But at least he
No,
had a
no.
style of play. But the bottom,
I
as I
don't care.
said,
No,
it's
I
all,
don't
do you know what
want
it is?
that.
It's all about standards. As I said, Ollie was again spoken about like he was Satan. You know what I'm
He
saying? Satan. And he finished
was
second.
Satan.
Didn't he finish second? Didn't he finish third or some shit? Like,
finished
Solskjaer finished second, bro.
He
yeah,
finished second.
brother,
He's still
this is my point. Like, and I'm not glorifying him finishing second. I'm not saying he should have been in the job all the way till today. My point is that Solskjaer was spoken about a certain way. Like, Solskjaer would never have got the allowance that, you know, and he was a club legend. Amorim has no ties to United, bro.
No, he had an allowance. Don't do that. That's right. That's the
Amorim is given allowance, yeah. Amorim is given allowance like he's a club legend.
But it depends
like-
who you know. But it depends
Like
on who
Wayne
you're
come back
talking
and
to.
manage the club or something.
Ollie, because Ollie was an allowance because there's people who still believe to this day that he shouldn't have been sacked and given more time. So it depends on who you're talking to.
Fair enough.
It varies. I hear your overall
Even
point. I hear your overall point, but it
Yeah,
varies.
yeah.
on
You know
who
what I mean?
you're
It's
talking
the
to.
it's the
Yeah, I get your
general
point.
standards dropping because you've been shit for so long, and it should never really be that. You know what I'm saying? The bottom line is I don't think you understand. Maybe not you per se, for this, but I don't think the fans understand quite how shit you need to be.
No, they
to be
don't.
Tottenham Hotspur's bitch.
They
Like,
don't.
and this is not Poch's Spurs. This is not the Spurs from 08. This is not Spurs of Gareth Bale. This is not Spurs who, you know, we laugh at for not winning nothing, but you know, they're in and around the top 4, you know, the top 6. It's not that Spurs. This is the worst Spurs you've ever seen. This is the worst
Nah,
Spurs.
it's not the worst.
Okay. Maybe isn't. For me, it's the worst Spurs I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? This is the worst Spurs I've ever seen. Yeah. I'm gonna be real. I know you've seen poor Spurs. Flawless, you've seen bad Spurs. Yeah. This is the worst Spurs I've ever seen.
It's up there.
Right up there, bro.
Yeah,
Them
I
man
can't
are-
think of the
them man
worst.
are
team.
one point.
This was their position when I was a kid, like 13th, 14th.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I
Might
wish
get
I was there
11th one year.
I wish I was there to see that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't old enough to see that.
That
But
was
they,
them,
have
man.
players, but they even have players that, but they got players now.
But you know,
They had Klinsmann and their man, and they were still finishing 14th.
Yeah, that's what I'm
even-
saying. They
but
got
then-
players now.
but
They had
even-
Schindler and their man there finishing
but
11th.
they're 12th. The bottom line is they're 12th in it. Yeah, they're 12th in that. You get what I'm saying? These men are 1 point above Man United. This is the worst Spurs we've seen in a long, long time, or at least one of the worst sides. So to be that Spurs, like, don't get me wrong, you can lose to Spurs in a one-off game. It's happened to, like, I lost 1-0 in the first leg.
It happens to
Like,
the best of us.
Yeah, like they've beaten City twice this season.
They beat us a time though.
You can lose.
I can't
to
remember
Spurs.
last time Tottenham beat us.
But there's a difference between losing to Spurs and being their bitch.
Yeah, three in a row.
The three-peat to be their bitch.
And they beat you. And in that 3 in a row, they beat you 3-0 at your ground.
Yeah, because who was in charge? It's not surprised that he beat us 3.
It's like it's like in school. Everyone knows that one older that got beaten up by a youngster, and it never got forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like in year 11 getting beaten up by year 9 in a fight, and everyone's like, and then now your whole clout, all your clout is gone. Like,
no, that is the clout.
You got
the guy that got rushed by the year 8.
You can't even take part in scrambles in school no more. You can't even take part in scrambles no more. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
No, I fully hear you.
You man are staying in class at break time.
Yeah, bro. Man,
you don't even go outside, blood. You man are in class at break time. You're watching everyone out there. You by the window like that.
Bro,
watching everyone just there. Have fun. Playing kiss. Man are playing kiss chase with the gal them. Set man kicking ball. Some man are doing their homework outside. You're inside, bro, with the teacher.
Bro, it's dark. I'm telling you right now, Man United are the washed up older, and I've said this before. They're the washed up older that does fuck all for the block. Fuck all. Go and pay some taxes. No one wants to buy your mixtape and stop selling drugs. It's done now. You are 40 and still trying to release music on the top
you are literally. You know what you man are, yeah? You man are 40 with a draw line.
That's
you're not even selling big
analogy.
You're not even. You know the thing is, you're not even selling big bits. Like you ain't even got like Zeds on the line.
No,
you man are selling draws. You're not even selling Cali as well, bro. You man are selling.
Like, I got that loud star dog, bruv. 10-10, blood. 10-10.
No Cali, straight star dog on the line.
Not even on the pedal. Not even on the pedal back. Not even on the pedal back,
bro.
You know them dealers that got to ring you. You don't even ring them. They ring you. Yo, I got that loud star dog. Do you want that?
You know they put the group text out. Loud star dog there. Free for 20.
You understand? Back on BB and that.
You think they're messaging? They're calling you. They're pressing you to buy it.
You get
no one else.
I'm saying right now, you man are
going around in silver scooter, blood. Remember the silver scooters?
Scooter? No, these
the
man
fold up scooter. The fold up thing.
Nah, man, Santander bikes.
They're taking the bus, bro. That's where it is right now. You man,
they're taking the broken out Santander bike with the one wobbly fucking wheel.
You know, you see that one. You got that one Santander.
They got the front ripped out because they've taken it off the fucking.
You rid all the way from Oxford Street, blood, to the ends.
I'm telling you, these men are trying to. They're trying
to do in his garden.
You're trying to do music. You're trying to do get rich quick schemes. You man, how about fuck it? You man are getting eyebrow slits at 41. That's that.
You know what these men are doing, blood? You know what these men are doing? These men are selling their PS3 and cash converters. £20.
You're going CEX.
That's it. It was cash converters in my day, blood.
What's the cash converters? Crazy. Man.
You understand? Man are going cash converters.
You man do nothing for the block. The youngers don't even rate your thing, blood. They just sit there and listen to your stories about your drillings back in the day, blood.
Yeah,
the young G's don't even rate you, man.
When you give the young G's a zoot to build, they put all the bud at the top here, and then when they send it to you, it's just pure burn.
Nah, that's some evil shit, bro.
They put all the bud at the top of the zoot. The spark is here, OG. That's it.
80% back.
Get that bird to the chest.
You man still wear Ralph Lauren, lad. You man still wear Ralph Lauren.
I trust you. I know you polos in 2020.
No. Ed Hardy, bro.
Ralph Lauren polo, Gucci belt combo with the boot cut Air Forces. That is you, man, blood. Eyebrow slits at 41, Ralph Lauren and that. With your little side, with the side bag, with the Gucci side bag, with 4 stripes. Not 4 stripes.
What Ralph Lauren? Let's talk about Ed Hardy, bruv.
Real talk, bro.
Well, yeah, this is
True Religion jeans, black Air Forces, Ralph Lauren polo. Blood.
Not even Ralph
Religions, man. Fucking hell, mate.
Remember them stripy. Remember when it was a stripy top era?
Oh,
with
man.
Forces.
Yeah. With the fitted cap.
With the flipping the 7 1/4 hat.
How about this? You man still wear the dappy hat. You know the dappy hat.
Man's got the flipping. Man's got the chain on his jeans.
Yeah. What's the hat that Dappy used to wear? You man still run all that.
I know what you're talking about. I know.
In the summer and that.
I bet Flores has got one.
I've got one.
Yeah. You man got one.
Remember the Chambalas and that?
No,
I
I
got
hear
one.
it. No, I hear
You know
it,
what I'm
bro.
saying? I've got one.
Hey, he's
Yeah,
got that parked off, lad.
I've got
What
one. You know what I'm saying? My
listen.
one's it's slightly different, but it's the same profile. It's the same style. Yeah, I've got one.
Hey.
I've
I
worn
hear
it on
it,
stream. Yeah,
I
I've
hear
worn
it,
it on
man.
stream, but I
Listen,
just
man,
tie what it is. You know what I'm saying? I've
listen,
got
man.
I said
You
the
lot, I
Supreme
hear it,
bucket hat and the Shambalas, man. Shout out Temmie, bro.
Jay Spades and them. You're still listening to listen. Shout out Jay Spades as well, man. But you man doing up the Jay Spades mixtape. But listen. I know that era was shout out that era though. But I'm telling you, man, I just
Good
need more in
throwback.
it because you man are so washed. It's a joke. Like you man do nothing for the block. You know, you don't even rep the UK no more. Man,
United fans,
we don't know you lot. You know when everyone talks about the UK and the teams and the Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool. You got what I'm saying? We don't side with. Oh, what's man? I don't chat to him no more. Like man, don't chat. Oh, what you don't know, man? Don't. You get it, bro? Man, don't chat to them, man. You get it? Don't rep man.
And the United fans hear how we being spoken about in regards to this and understand where it's at with this manager and these players and this everybody. Fuck that. From the players to the manager to the ownership, everybody. Because if we was on the flip side, everyone I just mentioned would be getting praise. So therefore, everyone needs to hold criticism. But
you man
still,
you might as well just wear a wire.
This acceptance of just losing is like, nah. Everyone got to do better. In particular, like I said, for me, the manager. But if you rate these players to United fans, hold them accountable. You rate these players highly, hold them accountable. Say again.
You man still use Facebook and Bebo and that.
Yeah, I still use Facebook. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that, yo. Don't do that.
What do you mean? These men are still on MySpace.
Don't do that. I still got old shit on there, like memories and shit pop up. You know the amount of times I click memories and Troops pops up. Hella memories, yo. You know what I'm saying? Them rants and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hella memories, yo.
Yeah, your rants are popping up now. Watch when you go back and look go back and look in the next 5 years. It's gonna be fucking
Man
you and
said they use Viber. I ain't heard that in 13 years, bro.
Bebo and that is crazy. MySpace, Bebo.
Man said Viber, bro.
I'm telling man. Remember MySpace, blood. You'd have your one song on it, blood.
Of course.
Everyone in your comments on your page, blood.
Yeah, I bet my MySpace is that still going? I don't know if my
MSN,
MySpace
man, I'm still using MSN and that, but it's crazy, bro.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Man, it's still what is it? Is it Nudge? Is it a Nudge on MSN? Is it
Where's
Nudge?
it? Yeah, MSN.
Nudge.
No,
MSN is a nudge.
Ping is BlackBerry, innit? Ping is BlackBerry.
Nudges.
Yeah.
Nudges MSN. Nudges MSN.
BlackBerry.
Where you screen shake.
Yeah, the screen goes.
Yeah, you lot don't even screenshot. You do Screen Munch though, innit? You still use Screen Munch. You got Screen Munch. That's what you man be using.
How do you remember this shit?
Old school, man.
I live that shit, bro.
Screen munching, you know.
Yeah.
Remember when they do it?
Yeah,
you made the sound effect. That was weird, bro.
That fucking pink monster just comes.
Yeah.
Remember? And that's what makes it worse in regards to this is United are still in two cup competitions as well. I'm not saying we winning, but it's like that should be the aim. Like we were talking about Maresca and not like what Maresca didn't say. Well, what he did say, should I say, in regards to the title race is like, yo, there's still 2 trophies there. This is the acceptance that we lose. It's like, yo, try and put together some run of form and get some confidence.
You confident in any of them?
No, I'm not confident going into any game.
Especially with Ahmad in it now.
But they shouldn't, the manager and the team shouldn't feel that way. I feel that way, yes, but you lot shouldn't. Because a lot of you lot who have won stuff in the past have been in this exact same situation. Them players who won the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup and the ones who have been there slightly longer and won more, them teams weren't good. You man should be looking at that. It's not Champions. You're not going for the Champions League and Premier League. You're playing in the second tier in Europe. Playing second tier in Europe. You went from 21st to 4th. That should give you some form of confidence going, all right, we can do something and salvage somewhat of this season. Yes, the Premier League record's going to be terrible. But if you lot win a cup, in particular the managers, well, that helps so much, especially if it's the Europa League. You should be going for that. I'm not saying we win it. Do I think that happens? No. But that shouldn't be their mindset. That's why I don't see this acceptance when there's still 2 trophies up for grab when you look at who's gone out of the FA Cup as well. It seems there's no energy towards that, which is a shame. And that's from everybody, including the manager. I don't really get on sticker on the fans because fans are going to be fans. They're emotional. I think that most of them are just foolish. But the club shouldn't be looking at it that way.
You man stink of shit, man.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the club shouldn't be looking at it that way.
Shit,
still in 2 competitions. Go fight. If you lose, you lose. But it's kind of like you man are just accepting of where we're at. That's the worst case scenario, but hey, we'll see what's going on. We play FA Cup in a couple weeks.
We got SW6 again. He says, forgot to write PS Kia Donkey Con
Kai
Gang.
Donkey Kong is shit.
I was like, yeah, that was just, that one's a bit, you need to learn your spelling, mate. You know what I mean? Kong, Donkey Kong. I don't know what you're trying to do there, mate. You get me? Big up GOD. He said CR7 best ever season in the Prem, 37 GNA. Mo Salah currently has 37 GNA now in February. Ronaldo is a GOAT for his career, not for his time.
No, he was a GOAT in the Prem. Cut it out. He just has transcended to a next level when he went to Real Madrid. Stop it. Because AEM, I know you're of an age to have witnessed that. What are we talking about? That's just your bias. He was universally the best player in Europe, better than Messi, better than Kaka. What are we talking about?
Going to this one. Pause.
Nonsense. He was better than Lionel Messi and Kaka, prime Kaka. What are we doing here during his period of time? It might have been short, his time here, but it was electric. What are we doing? Salah's cold.
You know, Ronaldo was here for 5 years.
Why are we bringing up Salah, man? Why are we bringing up Salah?
No, because that's who we talk. That's who.
GOD's Liverpool, isn't it?
He mentioned Salah.
Yeah, because it is Salah v Ronaldo for the right hand
That's what he's
side.
trying
We
to
ain't
do.
doing
We're not doing
shoehorning on the
that.
left.
Salah's never reached that level.
What do you mean? Ronaldo can go left wing, bro.
Well, he played most of his time in the Prem on the right.
I'm just saying.
He played enough time on the left, bro.
No. He pushed me to the right. It's Salah v Ronaldo.
Why? Because you want Hazard.
Is that because you want your Hazard guy there?
Come on, man. Hazard takes the left side because he played left side. Ronaldo played on the right. It is what it is, man.
Henry up top, it is what it is.
Henry was primarily a striker. He ain't in the left wing debates.
Henry up top, it is what
it is. I'm beefing with Perez and Ryan Giggs.
I'm beefing with Rooney and Shearer.
It's Henry, Ronaldo, and whoever wants to go left. They're the two. And that's me saying that.
Just because man don't want the Ronaldo versus Hazard debate. I do hear that, bro.
No, it's factually incorrect. He was playing on the right at United.
Exactly.
There's no debate with Ronaldo.
Factually, there shouldn't be a debate.
People don't understand. There's no debate with Ronaldo and any winger in the Premier League. He was universally, when he was here for a period of time, the best player in Europe. If you put prime Ronaldo in Manchester United, in Manchester United side right now, or just in football right now, he's the best wing.
Yeah, but people, do you know what it is, Flawless? People, you see when people say prime, Flawless. When people with people's 11, hold on, with people's 11s, Flawless. Sometimes people like they like the longevity thing, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like obviously, I value like guys like Steinman, Carvalho over certain guys, but their time here was short, innit? Same with Cantona. Man's time here was short compared to some of the guys that were here for a longer period of time. You know what I'm saying? So some people have different metrics in terms of.
Well, Cantona at least for like 2 years, and then he was at United for 5.
He was at United, but to me, I hear the metrics things, but I just go level. If Salah was better than Kaka and Messi, we wouldn't hear the end of it. He's not on the level of those two. People don't understand how good.
He's a different player, brother. Kaka's not a right winger though. Like,
I'm not talking. You're missing the point. I'm not talking about them playing position per position. I'm just talking about skill level. Just skill.
but like talent. Like if you compare a wing, 10s are naturally better footballers than wingers.
Yeah,
they're more intelligent. So that's like
with Flawless debate. I'll say 06, 07, Kaka was the best. 07, 08, it was Ronaldo. 08, 09, that's when it was Messi.
Yeah, and them man competed for those 3 years. Is the point I'm making. There's no one in the game right now that has reached the level of those 3. You take any of the players from now, Salah, Vinicius Jr., they're fourth at best. They're not anywhere near the level of those 3 players. People don't understand how good Kaka was at that time and how good
AC Milan Kaka.
You've also got to understand as well. I think that
who did he make crash? Was it Vidic and Evra?
I'm not even gonna go down the
Evra and Hines made him crash.
Oh, Hines.
Because I still say to this day now that the average level of defenders
I cried with joy
back then, but
I had tears of joy.
Yeah.
Tears of joy, mate. You know what I mean? Especially when they crashed. I was like, ah!
It was 3-2, and then they beat us 3-0 away.
Yeah, they smoked you in thing, bro.
Yeah, they battered us
in the San Siro, bro.
Yeah, they
good times, man. Good times. Big up my guy Ed. He pulled up with a 16 out of 10, blood. He says, for all this shit, 16 out of 10 chats about his Arsenal love, he should just recreate Arteta's Salt Bay meat feeding, pause, and just use Arteta's woyoy as the meat, little cuck. You're no longer a red. We revoke your status.
Fuck me, there was some energy behind that.
Yeah, bro. Don't fuck with Ed, bro. You know
Blood.
what I'm saying? Ed's firing them shots, blood. Big up my guy Fats again. He says, listen, if you're digging through clips like the FBI, you're the real one with the obsession. It's like investigating crypto, bad idea, bad returns. Oh, shout out to my side team, Coventry City, Uncle Frank.
Big
Fair
up
enough.
Super Duper Frank, my dog.
In fact, I don't even have to dig through the clips. Prime's got them from the time that it happened. When you're
Like
supposed to be proper Chelsea, bigging up Spurs. Well, hey, you
Like,
took
like
shots.
that.
Yeah, man. Prime got them.
Sorry, Fatter, I can't defend that, man.
Big up OG Queens. He
Don't
says,
care
Man
shit
U
about
done out here. Earliest next season relegation battle for flawless. Enjoy your downfall. Arsenal will decline due to not serious owners and a coach. Your win just covers the cracks. You're not serious. You're not serious club FC. Blood. If you don't win La Liga, yeah, you're finished. Trust me. Yeah. You're
Like
finished.
I said, I'm waiting to see
I swear down.
what's it called? Waiting to see what happens in the summer and how we do. It's gonna be a big summer. Interesting summer, should I say.
Big up Jammer. He says flawless loses Ineos sponsors Spurs Stadium.
Yeah, because Ineos are companies, so they sponsor teams. So they sponsor
thing.
things, I should say.
Big up Enes. He says the fact that Spurs have 21 goals more than United this season is just telling of the issue. Look at the goal difference. Jesus.
The Spurs have much better attacking players than us. They're miles clear.
Big up man like Slims again. He says Ruben's scammer win was on fraud watch for me when he kept starting Bruno. He played defenders at wingback. He wasn't doing that at Sporting. It's on him.
Oh, it's definitely on him.
It's
But
long
now
on
we
him.
playing. But now we playing an attacking. Now we playing an attacking wing back there, and you see that the issues still lie. But yeah, the Bruno thing is still. I mentioned it when I spoke on it.
Big up Cash. He said, question for months. If Slot came in and ended up 15th, will you keep the same energy?
My energy will be worse. We just challenged for the league and then I'm 15th. Oh my days. Brother, don't piss me off. Don't patronize me. Don't patronize me.
Big up
15th.
Slims again. He says Tottenham snatching United's VVS's. Oh God, give me that. Big up Stop the Cross Blood. He said people who say Arsenal's win was easy are biased. Nah, we're gonna talk, blood. Don't worry about that. Big up Bad Boy Productions. He says Prem propaganda say Salah is better because CR7 left you.
No, because I'm not emotionally attached to players. Like, yeah, I pissed at the time? Of course, you don't want to lose a player of that caliber, but yo, we move on. Still went after him.
Big up man like OR. He says flawless. You're saying that it don't matter about the position, but then when we compare Saka and Palmer, only country to compare two player in different positions.
Because we're comparing because I wasn't comparing Salah and Kaka and Messi and that because Kaka don't play the same position as Ronaldo. It's like the Ballon d'Or list, for example. They compare all players. We're talking about skill level and talent. And the point that I'm making is, as good as Salah is, he's not on the level of that Ronaldo around that time, that Kaka or that Messi. Why is that? I don't understand why that's so difficult to comprehend. That's not a shot at him. That's three of the greatest players we've ever seen play the sport in modern day history. In the modern day, if you want to say in the past 30 years. Ridiculous the level that those was at. And I know there's a lot of youngers who didn't see these players at the time. I remember that. Because that was the conversation, was who was the best between those three at that time. Before Kaka got injured and kind of fell off, and before Ronaldo moved on to Real Madrid and even Messi at that point, he got better responding. But they're not at that level. If you put those three in today's game, they're 1, 2, and 3. It's just a question of where. So I'm not comparing. I'm talking just talent and skill.
Big up OR again. He says, when Ruben was looking at the ground, I was dead.
His fault.
That picture is funny though.
Yeah, it's his fault. It's on you.
We got SW6. He says, I'm at work hiding and watching, so excuse the spelling. Plus on my phone, plus YouTube adds letters. I have my masters. I think I can spell. Say that at SW6. Man appreciates you flipping locking in on your work on work duty, bro. Man appreciates that, fam. You understand? Big up Ade. He says, fact that you still get onto Bruno is a fucking joke.
Exhibit A. Man's been here failing and we're sat 15th and I'm onto the captain and he's mad at me.
Don't blame me, blame Bruno, I lie.
Facts.
Months.
Yes, sir.
When I say you scraped past Wolves, yeah, and you automatically, you get me, you got your defense shield up. Oh, you scraped past Leicester as well.
Yeah, self-awareness.
We didn't really scrape past Leicester because they didn't create a damn thing.
Yes,
We were just no, they didn't. They didn't create a damn thing. Raya didn't make no save. There was nothing. They didn't do a damn thing. There was nothing. There was no point in the game where I was sitting in my watch along and I was like, oh my God, here come Leicester again. Oh my God. My thing was, where's the strike force? Why are we not making changes? Why is it only Ethan Manieri going forward with the ball? You lot was actually scraped by because Kwanzaa, a man that you ridicule week after week on this show.
Me?
Yeah.
I ridicule Kwanzaa.
You're not a Kwanzaa fan, no?
I'm his lawyer.
Are you the Kwanzaa fan?
Yeah, that's where his Euro energy comes from because of Kwanzaa.
I'm his lawyer.
I swear Monts is onto Kwanzaa.
Nah, he's
I'm
not.
his lawyer.
Nah, he just don't like the name like consequences and all that. You know what I'm saying? He backs him.
Because he always calls him consequences.
Consequences is a funny name.
Yeah, consequences is hilarious. But yeah, he
Okay.
backs him. Nah, Monts backs him.
Okay, fair enough. Well, he's the reason why you come out with the win, blood. You understand? Him
Exactly.
and Endo. And Endo as well. And Endo.
VV fucking clue with the glue, man.
You get me? But you lot, we didn't cling on, like, you understand? You clung on. You understand? Like, we was never under threat from Leicester. Like, Cunha was running riot, bro. You get me? Gavin Birch, McAllister.
Wait, did you say you was running riot?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
causing problems, blood. You understand? Causing problems, bro. You understand? He nearly scored the free kick. He got the banger then. You understand?
I rate it, man. I rate
Yeah, he
it.
was causing riot, blood. He was causing riot, bro.
I was there in your watch along. Do not sit here and lie to me, please.
I didn't do a watch along for Liverpool.
Don't lie to me, bro.
I didn't do a watch along for Liverpool. What are you on about?
No watch. Sorry. What for Liverpool?
I didn't do a watch along for Liverpool.
Not for my game. Not for my game, bro. I'm talking about with how hot you was getting in the Wolves game, bro.
I didn't do a watch along for the Wolves.
Sorry, for the Leicester
Me,
game.
Leicester, Arsenal.
In your game.
I was getting angry because
we for the whole stream.
Yeah, because
the whole stream.
Because bro, we're playing Leicester and we're not scoring. Like we're not like the attack is shit. Like Sterling is stinking out the place, bro. That's why I wasn't like, you get me? Like they had the little Ndidi chance. That was it. That was literally it.
So Miles Lewis-Skelly didn't have to put it around the corner. That wasn't a goal-saving clearance.
It wasn't a goal-saving clearance. It was a goal-saving block. You understand? And that was at 2-0, to be fair. So it don't matter. Like what? 2-1.
No, it was at 0-0.
Was it a 0-0?
It was at 0-0.
2 chances. That's it.
Yeah, I think it was 0-0. Yeah.
It was at 0-0.
And literally he was at the edge of the thing. So it's not a guarantee that he was going to score.
The bottom line is, listen, anyway, the bottom line is, if we're talking about my game, yeah.
You know what we're bringing on.
Yeah, not gonna lie. Listen, we weren't very good in my opinion. We were terrible in the second half. Obviously, we had the offside goal, and Jota with the dive, which I think in those two moments, the game should be 3 and 4-0, in my opinion. Salah didn't really need to be the margin offside that he was. And obviously, Jota just doesn't need to dive. Like, I just don't get it. Like, you're just a prick for that, innit? But as I said, I would rather win the way I won and see the game out rather than playing the great for 99% of the game and drawing 2-2. You see how that works? Every game that I win, I am this much closer to the Premier League. So as much as Liverpool didn't play well, you lot to sleep at night have to focus on the cracks that you think are showing.
I don't think
that's
that's
cool.
showing.
and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
I'm just reporting on the game, which at the end of the day, you scrape through that game.
Yeah, and
if it was a better opponent, there's a chance you do draw that game.
Bro. Flawless has seen 13 Premier Leagues, bro. He's seen 13 of them. Yeah, there are many games like that where
you've seen one. I've seen 3.
You have never seen the Champions League in your life.
Doesn't matter. We're talking about the Premier League. Don't move. You see, this is your issue. Stop moving the goalposts. Stop moving the goalposts. We're talking about Premier League.
In the Premier League era,
I've won Premier League.
I've won more trophies than you in the Premier League era.
You seen one Premier League.
You seen one Premier League. I've won more
Premier League
era. You ain't seen a Premier
League. You get me? Let me just remind you of that one.
You was in secondary school when you won your last.
You seen one. You seen one Premier League. Stop deflecting. You've seen one Premier League. Stop deflecting.
How about this?
Stop deflecting. You've seen one Premier League. One Premier League. Yeah? One Premier League, bro. You seen one. You seen one. You seen one Premier League, bro. You get me?
You was in secondary school.
I wasn't in secondary school. I was in Jamaica, you dickhead. I was in Jamaica living life, bro. I was in Jamaica living life, bro. I wasn't in secondary school. What are you on about?
I was in JA when he saw his.
I was in JA, bro, living life. You understand?
That's even worse. Man, bro, that's even worse.
Bro, I go JA all the time, so what are you on about?
How's that worse? It's been 20
years. How many times have you seen?
It's been 20 years.
About 20 years. It's 10.
What?
10.
I think it's all right. I'll have to double check because I can't remember like the first one. No, because he asked me how many Premier Leagues I've ever seen. I think it's 10.
Oh,
probably 10. Whatever. My point is flawless. I was saying, my point is flawless. You've seen a lot of Premier Leagues in your lifetime. So,
I could do 2 hands,
you know what I'm saying? Lewis, you've seen your fair share as well. So, there's going to be games like this where it's like you don't necessarily, you don't necessarily.
The medals on the wall, man.
Yeah, you don't necessarily play well, but you do what you need to do to get over the line. Obviously, everyone seems to make it seem like it was a horrible performance for the whole 90 minutes. We were in cruise control in that first half. There wasn't really a threat from Wolves at all. We took our foot off the gas, and rightly so, we were punished by a brilliant player in Cunha that I think should be playing for a top 6 team. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the quality of that goal, it was top draw. Top draw. We took our foot off the gas. We were punished, and then we brought on Kwanzaa. Obviously, at halftime, we brought on Endo, and obviously Bradley came on for Trent. And those 3, for me, went on, got us the win. Very, very happy with those 3.
For your boy Trent, bro?
He's just come back from injury. So he played 60 minutes.
Nah, I'm saying like the way he was giving the ball away in dangerous areas, couldn't really play out from the back. Passing was a bit.
It was 1 or 2 times for me.
There was a couple, bro. That's a couple of times, bro.
Yeah,
and it was in a quick space. It was like in a short space of time. It wasn't like it was 1, and then it was like 1, and then 1 again, and then literally, how can I say Klopp? Slot brings him off. Obviously, I know that's to do with
he was only playing.
Let me land, bro. Obviously, I know that's to do with the thing, but I'm gonna use it my way and say, boy, Slot said, Joe, fuck this. If this shoot stays on, we're gonna draw. Connor Bradley, get your lad to get on, lad.
No, that was for Konate. You get me on the yellow card. That's if you want to actually, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, Trent for me.
That should have been a red card. And Jamie Carragher is an absolute prick. Let me just say that again for the ones that didn't hear in the back.
Jamie
Carragher is a fucking prick, bro. The man had the audacity to sit there and say, "It's not a yellow card. It's a silly challenge." You fucking dickhead. Yeah, you absolute dunce, bro. The guy's the biggest prick on the fucking television, bro. He's actually a bigger prick than Gary Neville, bruv. The shit that comes out of that mouth, blood. When he was asked about Liverpool having the big mass brawl at fucking Everton, I didn't see the fucking vim he shows Arsenal. This guy's a prick, bro. Go spit on kids again, dickhead.
And anyway, I didn't see this much energy about the officials when we got fucked over at Goodison Park. So I don't want to hear nothing about.
Did I not say Michael Oliver's a prick?
Yeah, he's a
I've
prick.
Been saying Oliver's a prick. So
as I said, energy. I didn't say it wasn't mentioned. I said energy. You know what I'm saying? Now I want to mention energy. So as I said,
why am I going to bring energy in your defense when you're this guy's dumb? You know that.
And it's no. You don't have to deliver energy, but I'm saying like the energy.
I said that Michael Oliver's.
So therefore, when
Michael Oliver's decision making at Everton was disgraceful, and that the extra added time, which allowed the equalizer, was wrong. I'm not going to bring energy. You're not my team.
That's
but I will state the obvious, and I will give an honest. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna give energy. You're not my club.
That's fair, but the refs didn't win us that game. Wolves lost that game because they were just bozos.
I never said the ref won you that game. I'm saying that Konate decision, if that goes as he said, that could change the game. You understand?
It can change the game, but it didn't, and we won. But I don't think there was too much detail in the game in terms of this was this and this was that. I just think the 3 players in Endo who came on and done really, really well. Bradley done well, who I've been critical of, and Kwanzaa, who who for me needed a moment like that. He needed a moment because this season he hasn't been good. Yeah, I've been his lawyer, but I've had to be his lawyer. I've had to be his lawyer because he's not been good enough. I'll be honest, he's not been good enough. There you go, guys. I said it. He's not been good enough.
He's been in Lewis's brethren's DMs.
Wait, who's not been good enough? Who?
Kwanzaa obviously he's not been as good as last season. Obviously, he's made more mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
He will not be said on this platform, blood.
So for him to make a block like that,
that's like see you next Tuesday, mate. You can't say it.
For him to make a block like that was needed, and we needed. Then the bottom line is, it got to the point where we needed to get the 3 points.
Maldini knows, blood. That
once it's 2-0 and it goes 2-1, the mission is then to see the game out, and that's what we did. Now, if we play like that against Aston Villa, what's going to happen? Yes, we will not win the game. So the aim is then next game to improve. And we have many gears that we can go up anyways, because we were in cruise control up until they scored the goal. You know what I'm saying? Alisson came up with the 1 big save, but that's what he's there to do. Raya's made many big saves this season. And what's the other one for Nottingham Forest? Sells. He's made many big saves this season as well. So I don't know why people are like, oh my God, man had to make a save. Yeah, that's what he's fucking there to do. So yeah, man, we missed Gakpo today, but again, as much as I sometimes criticize Diaz, and other people have been really criticizing Diaz, his tenacity won us the game.
Well, he ain't scored this year, blood. That was his first goal, 2025.
Oh yeah, I'm saying his tenacity though. He gets the goal that bounces off him, shameless as it is, and he wins the penalty for Salah. His tenacity won us the game. Ultimately. And then we move on. We've got 3 difficult games coming up.
And you got 3 games in 10 days or something.
Yeah, Villa, City.
What is it? 5 and 19 or 5 and 20?
Villa, City, Newcastle. And then the cup final, not too long after that. So
you play Newcastle twice.
Yeah, so it's gonna be, we're gonna have to, we got to strap in for these next 3 games. This is for me for the title. Like really for the title. You get to go to the Etihad, Villa Park, and Newcastle. If you come away with 7 points, I'm cool with that. If you come away with 9 points, be ready to fetch my fucking ale, the lot of you. So if I come away with like anything less than that, then oops, you back in the mix, my brother. You back in the blood clot mix. You back in the mix. So yeah, that's all I really have to say, man.
I can never chat to like seriously, bro. I just let him have his fun, bro. You understand?
You don't let me have my fun. I will.
The internet is not real life. Remember this, people. The internet is not real life. I will. So in real life, there ain't no one fetching nothing, bro. You understand? If anyone's getting shop on this panel, it's Mods.
It's not me. I ain't fetching nothing. I'm top of the league.
You understand? So you get me. But yeah, as you were. As I were, as you will be fetching me ale at the end of the season. Should I win this Premier League?
This will happen on the road, bro.
You know,
you lot go win the league.
Just like how Flawless is the washed up older that does nothing for the block with Man United. You know what I'm saying? I right now on top of the hill, 7 points clear. You know what I'm saying? So even though we didn't have a good game, guess what? Those are the ones I love the best. When you win and people don't think you deserve it.
You know when my trigger finger is itching, I'm not gonna lie.
It's one of these ones. Oh,
hey, you know what? No one's got blue carded in a minute, actually. We've actually improved on that. The discipline's
no one's
been
mentioned
better.
Henri. That's why.
The discipline's been better still. It's been miles better.
Don't diss the king, bro.
That's all I have to say, man.
Henri, I saw his hand go like this, bro.
Yeah, bro. Don't play with me, bro. If I hit any, don't play, bro.
Nah, praise Henri him, man. Henri him.
Don't play.
Misunderstood.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what
you lot are gonna win the league regardless, man. So I hear what you're saying,
man. It's not completely done.
Fucking better, bro.
It's done, man.
If Liverpool don't win the league, I'm running the nastiest agenda in that club.
Mathematically, it's not done, but it's done.
I see the cope everywhere, like what Arsenal fans try and do to help themselves.
Just say the names, blood. Babs, Gal.
Yeah, all of them, man.
There you are.
Like, I know deep down, I know it's you as well. Like I know.
Ain't me. You see my shit, ain't me.
Maybe what it is that you've accepted what is going to happen at the end of the season. Maybe
I haven't accepted. I said from October. What are you on about? I said from the transfer window closed. We're not winning the league.
You're talking that second place talk. I don't know.
So what are you on about?
I don't know. You're talking that second place talk. I don't know. But yeah, man, that's all I have to say. Listen, it was a win that we just kind of need to go and get it done.
If you bottle this league, you might have to leave the podcast. Let me just tell you that.
That's fine. We'll let Future Montel deal with that. You know what I'm saying? We need to. What we really need
If
to
he
focus
bottles this league,
How
the
is
king-
future?
oh,
How
God.
is future Troops
I
going to
said, if you don't win it, I'm going to be
Oh,
the biggest
God.
Liverpool
Because
hater on
the
road,
chest
man.
as well that he has brought to the table, rightly so. But you
They
better
gonna win it,
pray.
man. They
Slot-
gonna win
Because
it.
if it ain't
you better
you,
pray.
it's you. And if I have to
You get
deal with
me?
Arsenal fans, Liverpool.
You better pray you don't have a Steven Gerrard moment. You know what I mean? Because boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Well, didn't you say he was
Man,
going to
a
win the league?
striker list as well, bro. Don't piss me off.
I didn't
Didn't
say we
you
were
say-
going to win the league.
You was gonna win the league.
I said we was going to win the league when the January, well, not January, when the summer window was still open. As soon as that shut, I said, yeah, we're done.
Man, blame me for you.
Sterling-
Saying, you blame me for you
Sterling on
saying that. as
deadline
well.
day.
Crazy.
Sterling on deadline day. You're having a lot.
I'm not gonna.
No, but I'm saying the battle is for second. I will win the league. Did I say again? Sorry? Excuse me? Wait.
I said we'll win the league. I said it.
Say that again, please. Arsenal
I said it.
Arsenal Premier League
What's the date on it?
2025,
Yes, blood. We'll win the
As
league.
currently,
What's the date on it?
currently constructed on the 28th of August 2024.
Oh, 28th of August, like I said we win the league before the transfer window
Carney
shut.
weekend.
So this guy's here playing a clip that I literally said we'll win the league before the transfer window closed. And then as soon as the transfer window closed, what did I say? We ain't winning nothing. We ain't winning nothing. I'm gonna have my hope. You get me? I thought this club would actually go out there and fucking address what needed to be addressed, but boy, they didn't, innit? So as soon as the window shut, I said, bang, you get me? We ain't winning the league, so I'm calm. I literally said that. Like, so it's nothing anyway. But yeah, anything else?
No, nothing, man. Listen, I do have to shoot. Obviously, I got to do my show with CB, I know, and whatnot. But yeah,
Jesus.
man.
Shout out CB.
Come on, man. It's gonna be a good one. But yeah, obviously, shout out the man, shout out the panel. You know what I'm saying? Big up
Blessings.
family and that.
Come
And
on.
chat. Guess you gotta wait till another week. Take care, people. And flawless. Oh man.
Yeah, you're stressful as blood. I chat. Who goes like who? Because obviously, when he goes, it's gonna be.
Yo, we 15th put Lewis there, man. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even deserve it.
Yo, we are 15th.
Yeah,
you don't hear me.
you're citing one. You can go top, bro.
That's the thing.
All right,
Yeah,
run it
let
down.
him go.
Yeah.
I don't want top four after the last top row after the last 2 weeks. I'm good.
Big up OR. He said that's exactly what we're doing when comparing Saka and Palmer, comparing their individual talent and impact in a game. Hence why I don't get why you disagree.
You're missing the point. I was using Ronaldo with Messi and Kaka to say the level he was at because they were the Ballon d'Or contenders. But to make it clear, let's remove Kaka because Messi was a winger then, Ronaldo's a winger, Salah's a winger. So I'll take Kaka away from the conversation, even though I was just adding him in to show the levels he was at. So I'll say it again. Salah, any version of Salah, this version, if you think there was a better version previously, is not better than Messi or Ronaldo from those times. That's the point I'm making. That 07-08 season when Ronaldo was better than Messi, he was universally regarded as the best player in Europe. I don't even know if Salah's universally regarded as the best player in Europe now. And he's not of the level of those two. Yeah, that should clear it up.
And also Saka and Palmer both played on the right last season, so that's where the comparisons were coming from.
Yeah, so that's what I do. I clear it up to make it. I remove Kaka from the situation.
Shout out Daps, my G.
Shout out, big up Ade. He says, great logic. Football is a one-man sport.
Is that aimed at me with the Bruno?
Big up Forrest as well, my G.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. It might be. I don't know.
Big up Cash. He said, Troops, you're talking. I'd rather be Liverpool. You don't have to rely on a 17-year-old and a player who's not even a winger. I don't know what this guy's on. Okay, cool. Whatever. Big up Owa. He says, one thing about our team I'm loving is that we learn quick and very adaptable. Troops acting like he didn't get moved to by 4.5, 5 foot 4. I'm not Sancho, bro. Go fuck off. Yo, Lewis. 1 of 2. Chelsea are bums. What are we saying about that? Melanie Dan James. Thierry Henry, girl, snatched, thrown, snatched. Not even the best bald black person.
Who's the melanin Dan James?
Fuck knows.
That meant to be Nonny.
Yep, this is either that or Sancho, one of the two.
It's not one of them.
Can't be Sancho. Sancho ain't rapid like that.
And Sancho's mixed race.
Yeah, it must be Noni, but yeah. Loki, we actually miss him, which says a lot.
Big up who? Big up Amni. No, Amni. So CR7 is not better than Messi, bro. Messi the greatest.
No, that's not what I
Oh,
said.
it was about Henri. Oh, it's fair
It was
enough.
Henry.
Oh.
That's not what I said. What I said was,
Melanin Dan James is crazy.
yeah, that's not what I said. What I said was that season he was regarded as better than Messi. The Messi Ronaldo debate's a whole different thing, but the point I'm making is that season he was better than him. Salah's never been better than any version of Messi, ever. If I said that, you lot will crucify me. Ronaldo was.
Yeah, Ronaldo had his moments, so I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like the 07, 08, I don't know what we talking about. He was the guy.
Troops check private. I just saw that while you were doing super chats.
I'm gonna wrap it up quick though, man.
No worries.
I'm never gonna spend too much time on Arsenal. But yeah, Arsenal 2-0 win. It's all about Ethan, bruv. You get me? It's simple as. It's all about Ethan. Ethan Wanyeri show. Ethan generational Wanyeri. Ethan better than Garnacho Wanyeri. Ethan better than Madwaki Wanyeri. Ethan better than Neto Wanyeri. Ethan's just on smoke, blood. You understand? You lot wish you had a gem like that. You get me? You got Garnacho flawless, and Lewis has got Noni. You know what I mean?
No, we have Ahmad, but he's injured. Don't do that.
I mean, I've got
We have
Ethan
Ahmad.
Wanyeri, blood. You know what I mean? How old's Ahmad?
Ahmad? 23?
Yeah, Ethan 17, mate. Big difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what's that got to do with the how old's now?
That is a true. I don't know. Neto's like what? I don't know. I don't know how old Neto is, you know.
How old's now?
Neto's like 24.
Yeah,
Okay,
ain't he like
so-
same age as Ahmad?
So you just compared. So one year he's
24.
cold. I'm a fan, but he ain't bad. Like you, yeah. Don't mention Garnacho when we have Ahmad. Bring our best player to the table, please.
We still got.
And
Ethan.
next year I'm gonna have Esteval,
You
so
do?
we'll be all right.
You do, and I wait Ranieri.
How long will you
like
have
Aiden
Ahmad?
Raymond.
How long you gonna have Ahmad as well, blood? You get me?
Why is Ahmad leaving or something?
Ahmad might leave
Why is he gonna leave?
if the situation don't get better at United. He might bounce.
Yeah, of course. That's cool. Yeah, you Arsenal fan, you know all about players leaving when the situation don't get better. So I hear it. You could.
You get me?
I hear you. But
Yeah, you hear me.
that's like I'll deal with that in the future. As of now, he's a Manchester United player.
So now,
Yeah, as of now.
you get me?
I can only talk about the now. And if Ahmad leaves, guess what? Bad players than Ahmad have left Manchester United Football Club too. Miles Bell. And I rate Ahmad. It wouldn't be the end of the world. But I don't think he's going anywhere anyway.
You hope he's not.
Of course I hope he's not. But why would he go anywhere?
Why? You're 15th, bro.
Yeah, so because we're 15th, he's like, all right.
The only thing keeping him there is him being injured, blood. You get me?
Yes. All right. So yeah, because you can leave in February.
You understand?
Yeah. Sure. All right. It's a reach, but here we are. He's just reaching, yo. This guy just now simming over there, you know.
Blood, literally, like I got nothing to say about Arsenal, bro. You get me? It's another win. You understand?
Yeah, the game was pretty dry, but Wanyeri was the
dull.
key difference. Yeah,
Like
he was
Raheem
good.
Sterling, bruv. People want me to cook him, like, bruv. This Marvelly thing, you get me? It's political. You know what I mean? He's not doing what he's supposed to do, though. That's what I've said already. Like, he's not doing what he's supposed to do. He's finished at the high level. For Ethan to be outperforming him is just crazy, bro. You get me? And it's not even like it's close. You understand? It's
You're still welcome to keep him, please.
Nah. We're sending him back. You get me? We're sending him back.
Bro, but his son's in your academy. You have the opportunity for a great father-son documentary in like 15 years.
His son can be in the academy all he wants, mate. Yeah, I'm sure when he goes back to Chelsea, he'll end up back in the Chelsea academy. You know what I mean?
No. He's never been in our academy.
Well, he will. He probably will now. You get me? He probably will now, mate. He probably only started playing football properly, or like got to the level where they were like, okay, cool, you can go to the academy now. You get me?
God knows. I don't know how old this kid is. Either
I don't
way,
even know.
please keep
I don't
him.
even know how old he is. I think he's like under 9s or something, or under 10s. I don't think he's that old. I think he's young. You get
This
me?
guy's gonna be our modern day drink water, bro. I can't be bothered.
Yeah, you get me? Like we
loaning
had
this
to-
brother all around London.
Day drink water is crazy.
He is, bro. He ain't
That's
going nowhere, blood.
I already know what the next idea is gonna be. Brentford will lose one of Mbuemo or Wissa, and we'll go fucking send them Sterling for a year.
How many years he got left on his deal?
Downgrades ever.
How many? Yeah,
His third season, so he's probably got 2 left.
he's had a 5-year deal.
You'll get rid of him then.
Yeah,
No
but
one's
it's
gonna
just,
buy him.
Why
No, you'll
coming
get rid of
back,
him in 2
man?
years.
No one
I'm saying
wants
with his
to,
contract.
yeah.
His contract.
Yeah, but they're gonna lose. They've lost a lot of
No
money.
one's gonna buy him on them wages. We're gonna have to just loan him and pay half of it for the next 2 years.
But who's even gonna take him on loan? Because at Arsenal, like you get me. I'm seeing the fan base for saying they feel sorry for him. Like, well,
Somebody
what?
will.
Like, well,
Yeah, if
why?
you feel sorry for him, give him another year loan.
I don't get why
Another
man are saying they feel sorry for him, bro. Like he's like, you're not even our player, blood. You're a loanee. Like we're not supposed to have attachments to loan players. We know the rules.
Especially ones that
Here-
scored against you the amount of
Hey,
times.
same
that
way you're not supposed to get feelings for a link and man them do that. You know what I'm saying? These things happen.
Like
Same
it's
difference.
like I'm like, bro, I can't see him gaining any piece of confidence, blood. You get me? Especially when you're seeing Merino come off the bench and score 2 goals.
Even when he has confidence, he's shit. He just won't pass to someone on a 3v1. Brothers
Like,
just
it's-
wash. That's just it. Brothers wash. You want to talk about that washed older who don't do nothing for the block? That's Sterling.
Fuck you know.
That's literally Sterling. That's why as soon as he got dropped for the first match day of the season, man had a statement ready by as soon as the lineup got dropped. Because, I'm not playing. I'm not part of the squad now. Man, shut up, man. You ain't part of the squad because you're rubbed out. If Pochettino was the number 1 reason why we didn't get top 4 last season, you're reason number 2, mate. If you just square like 3 2v1s, we probably win 2 games. You bum.
Because this is the thing, like, Arsenal fans are like, you get me? Oh, I feel sorry for him. I don't know what's like, well, we need to do this and do, like, bro, like, we're not a flipping
Charity.
shrink. We're not a shrink. You get me? This ain't a flipping therapy session, bro. You get me? Like, do you understand? Seriously, bro. I don't know what's happened to this fan base, bro.
It's mad. I'm
Swear to
actively annoyed that he can't play against us.
There's people actually there like, oh my God, like, I feel so sorry for Raheem. I feel so bad for him. Why do you feel bad? He's out of form. Why do you feel bad? Did you feel bad for Pepe? Did you defend Pepe like this? Did Pepe get this kind of love? Oh,
How about William?
actual player? Nah, fuck William.
How about William?
Nah, fuck William. Our actual player.
No, but I mean for the same energy. What about William?
Yeah. Like, look at the way we treated William, and William was actually our player. William was Arsenal player. Sterling is on loan, yeah. And if I'm not protecting him, what does that mean?
Because people pick and choose, man. If they like, it depends. It's all
Like,
player.
what is it because he's one of the man them?
It's probably part of that.
Is it because he's one of the man them? Why man are like, oh, cause I see Poet come out and Poet's quoting Lee Judges' fan cam, and Judges was basically saying like you feel sorry for him, and then Poet's basically co-signing. You get me? Co-signing what Judges is saying, and I'm there like, the fuck is wrong with you lot, blood? What you feel
I
sorry
bet
for, bro?
Poet knows Sterling. I bet he knows Sterling.
Bro, man knows Sterling, but I'm gonna give honest opinions, bro. I know Sterling, but I'm not close to Sterling. Like, it's not that. I see him walk on, you're good, yeah, you're done, no, bang. I'm close to Abba, and I would ridicule Abba. I say Abba's actually one of my brethren.
Yeah, and you criticize
ain't my
him.
brethren.
Yeah,
Yeah?
still on him for the Chelsea season though, and not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. Yeah.
Yeah, I still back
Not
that
in a
Abba.
bad way. It's a tribal thing. That's normal.
Yeah, like me and Abba still have the banters and that. You get me? When he went Chelsea, me was running banter. When he tried to do the whole BT Sport thing, and then when we clarted him and Gabriel runs past him and I posted the picture, nothing personal, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I still, when he was at Arsenal, I'd say if he's playing shit, I'd say he needs dropping. I wouldn't say I feel sorry for him. Oh, no, Liverpool arm round him. Oh, bro, come on, man. We don't need to be doing that, bro. Like, he's flopped.
Yeah.
Differently. He's only performed against Preston and fucking Bolton. That's the level. That is not good enough, blood. That is not, oh, feel sorry for him. Feel sorry for what, bro? He's not going through nothing like off the pitch. He's fine.
Yeah. I think it's, you know what it is when people
He's
say
got a
maybe it's
beautiful family, beautiful wife, beautiful children.
Maybe
He's
it's this.
fine.
Maybe it's because it's the fall off, and when people say they feel sorry for him, that's where it stems from.
But
in
this is
regards
football.
Yeah, but
It happens.
But
You
it's still
can't stay
sad.
at the peak of your powers for your whole career.
But there's staying at your peak of your powers, and then there's this fall off. There's this fall off to the point where
No, but this has been a steady. This has been
it's
like
been steady, but it's still sad to see. It's like you can't even. You mentioned it. You're performing. You can't even perform against Leicester. That's where it's at. Even the worst version of Sterling you would expect to still be able to perform against Leicester. You just mentioned it then. He's only performed against Bolton, and who was the other one?
Preston.
And Preston. You would still expect him to be effective in the Premier League against someone. That's where I think people stem from. To drop from the heights he was at to the point where you are now ineffective is, I'm just guessing. That's what it is.
Because even last season he was good against the relegation sides. Like Sterling against Burnley, Luton, that shit was cash money at the least. Now he ain't even doing that. That's just rubbed out. That's one of the worst transfers we made, but whatever. Man wanted to be the main man and just proved he ain't no main man. You're a guy that owes your entire legacy to Pep Guardiola and De Bruyne.
I wouldn't go that far. Sterling was one of the best wingers when he was at. Let's not even,
at Liverpool and times at City, but then it got to a point where you're being helped a lot by the system, a lot. That could count for him from like probably.
But let's not forget, like he would go to England and still he'd carry England, bro.
Euros. I hear that.
That Euros tournament, he was cold.
Yeah, and probably
I
the
think
last
he was our
one
best
that's
player.
been a consistent Sterling.
I think between 2018 and 2021, Sterling was England's best player.
He was cold.
He was the most club player.
City though is different.
City, he start week in, week out though. Like he had that left hand side lock and key.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying. Like the system, you are a lot to Pep because he managed to carry you through those last few years when you were starting to decline.
Like for me, Sterling was a baller, blood. You understand? I would have loved.
There's an era where Sterling was cold.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen. I would have loved to have seen a prime Sterling at Arsenal, blood. You get me? Especially because of the Jamaican, the Marvelly thing, everything else, blood. I would have loved to have seen that, blood. You get me? But we've signed, we've loaned the decline in Sterling, blood. You get me?
What ball watching says it perfect. He's another one that played way too many minutes when he was young and is now paying the price for it.
That's the thing. You got to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
You're giving out minutes to the young G's, blood. You can't overplay them, blood, because boy, at the end of their career, it could be a sour end, blood. You get me?
Early decline.
But we got the win that was needed. Mikel Merino, I think we found a striker, blood. You understand? Nah, but all jokes aside, like I think that until Martinelli comes back, I think Martinelli's the first one to come back. I think he's the first one to come back. Until Martinelli comes back, that should be the strike force. That should be the three we should go with. Ethan, Trossard, and Merino down the middle, blood. You get me? Because Sterling ain't bringing nothing to this team, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like he didn't get past. He was up against Justin first. Justin locked him. Justin went off injured. Some fake Koulibaly came on. He locked him up as well. Merino comes on. Trossard goes to the left. Within 2 minutes, he's cooking. Flying past the right back, blood. But Sterling can't get zero change out of him for what? It was over 70 minutes or something, blood. You get me? So we're gonna have to Sterling's just got to go on the bench, blood. Simple as, bro. You get me? I don't even know if we should use him as an option coming off the bench. Like, I'd even go with flipping Tierney ahead of him. Because Tierney can actually beat a man, pause, and get the ball in. And put in great crosses over and over again. We've seen Tierney come off the bench and, you get me, put it on a plate for Havertz, blood. And Havertz fluff his lines, blood. You get me? So, yeah. That's basically it on Arsenal, blood. You know what I mean? It was just about getting the win. We knew that we were starting the weekend. So, you get me? Pressure FC, blood. That's what we are, blood. Put a little pressure. But then Liverpool, they managed to rise to the occasion, unfortunately, blood. You get me? But yeah, we're back in second. We got a week off now until West Ham. So you get me. By the time we play West Ham, we could be 10 points behind Liverpool, blood. So, you know what I mean? It's not looking good, Gooners, on the trophy side of things. You get me? But 3 points. Yeah, we move on, blood. You get me? We move on. Big up Guna Ali. He said, it's been unfortunate this year. We played the whole season with sketchy red cards or key players out. Shows what a shit show our summer window was. To only go out and get Calafiori, Merino, and Sterling after finishing second twice, taking the league to the last day of the season, and then that's the free signings you think that's going to get you over the line, blood, was a fucking disgrace, blood, to say the least. Big up Guna Ali again. He said, if not for this injury crisis and those bullshit red cards, we'd be top and probably win the title. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Very unfortunate. If buts, maybes, you know what I mean? It's one of them ones, blood. You get me? The red cards, shit happens. You get me? I think the injuries have hurt us. I think the injuries have hurt us more than the red cards, if I'm being honest, blood. You get me? Because if we had Saka, even just Saka, I'd still have that little, you know what I mean? Even though it probably wouldn't happen, I'll still have that because I know Saka's there. Saka's going to do his thing. He's going to do what he's supposed to do. But without Saka being there, yeah, there's nothing there, blood. You understand? There's nothing there, bro. I'm just going to fly through the other weekend games, blood. Where are they? Here they are. Where are we going to go? Boom. West Ham 0, Brentford 1. What's his name? Shade or something, blood? Sade or something, blood?
Was it Kevin Shard? I think it is.
Yeah, I think it's Shard. That's it, Shard.
Yeah,
Man like Shard got an early goal. Brentford managed to hang on. Southampton 1, Bournemouth 3. Bournemouth winning this derby. Atara, Christie, and Tavernier with the goals for the Cherries. Villa 1, Ipswich 1. Ipswich coming away with a point. Tanzebe got sent off in the first half. They actually took the lead through the lap, but then Watkins got the equaliser. Villa will feel disappointed not getting the 3 points, especially that they had 10 men and Villa were at home. Man City 4, Newcastle 0. Mamouche, he's off the mark, blood. You understand? Hat trick in the first half, bro. A hat trick in.
Yeah, they battered them. They battered Newcastle. I watched that game.
In 14 minutes, blood.
I couldn't believe it. Well, obviously, and I thought Newcastle would get a result. I picked them to win that game, and yeah,
I actually knew City would win that game because Newcastle ain't really got a good record at the Etihad.
I thought he was going to turn it around.
Nah, no chance.
I thought he was going to turn it around. Clearly not.
No chance, blood. But City back in the top 4 with that win. Fulham 2, Forest 1. Lewis probably very happy with that result, blood. Smith Rowe getting himself a goal.
Oh, yeah.
Big up ESR. Big up ESR every blood clot time. Palace 1, Everton 2. Everton are on some serious form now, blood. David Moyes has got them cooking, blood. You get me? They're climbing up that table, blood. Beto and Alcaraz with his first goal. Mateta making it 1-1, but then obviously Alcaraz got the winner for the Scousers. And yeah, that's it, blood. You get me? Midweek games. Let me get some predictions from the man them. Obviously, Aston Villa take on Liverpool. I never got a prediction from that peanut head, but he'll probably predict her. I think he said that he thinks that they'll go and win at Villa Park. Villa are a funny team, blood. You don't know what Villa's going to show up. You get me?
No idea.
I do think Liverpool will probably get the win, blood. 2-1 Liverpool.
Yeah, this. You know what? We'll go 2 apiece. We'll go 2 apiece.
2-0 Liverpool.
We got Champions League fixtures as well. Obviously, Man City travel to Real Madrid. 3-2 down after the first leg. What we saying, man?
See it going out. That's what I'm saying. See it going out. Love to see it.
2-1 Madrid.
3-2 Madrid.
Madrid. Other games, let me get some quick predictions on the man then. What's a good game? What's a game that's like looking like it's still done? Like there's still a chance there. Milan Feyenoord. Feyenoord currently lead 1-0.
1-1.
AC Milan pull it back 2-0.
Why is that? Because of Pulisic.
And Tammy and João Felix.
Bro,
and
it's
tomorrow.
literally like
I knew there was something Chelsea related. That's what I
Come
said.
on, man. AC Chelsea, man, every single time. Most cities are fucking blue, but Milan's red.
I'm going Feyenoord 1. I'm going 1-1. So Feyenoord go through. Bayern Celtic. Bayern take a 2-1 lead. Back to Germany.
Bayern ain't
Yeah,
bad.
7-0 Bayern or
I watched them
something.
against Leverkusen. They were not good whatsoever.
2-0 Bayern.
2-1 again. Bayern.
PSV Juve. Juve take a 2-1 lead to Eindhoven.
1-1.
2-2.
1-0. PSV go through on penalties. Dortmund are up 3-0 against Sporting. I'm not doing that one. PSG are 3-0 up against Brest. Fuck that one. Atalanta Club Brugge. Club Brugge take a 2-1 lead to Atalanta.
Oh, Club Brugge beat them. 2-0 Atalanta.
1-0 Atalanta. Penalties they go through.
Um, 2-0 Atalanta.
And then Benfica Monaco. Benfica take a 1-0 lead back to Portugal.
What was the game?
Benfica who?
I'll tell you now.
Monaco.
Benfica
Oh.
Monaco.
Yeah,
Benfica win
2-0 Benfica.
Yeah, same Lewis. 2-0 Benfica.
Yeah, 2-0 Benfica. I'll go with that as well, blood. Big up Guna Ali again. He says, preach troops. And yes, injuries have killed us. Can't believe we came that close last year. And our answer was Sterling. My head's gone, troops. Broski, trust me, blood. It's this board is just a joke, fam. You get me? And the decision making of Arteta, blood, agreeing to bring Sterling in, bro, was just ridiculous, blood. You get me? Absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, that's another ep wrapped up, blood. 3.5 hours, bro. What the hell, fam?
Yeah, that's a madness.
Yeah, at least, yeah. Facts.
Jesus Christ, bro. Big up the chat as always, bro. Big up the man, then, bro. You understand? Taking their time out of their day and them thing there. You get me?
Nah, big up for having us on, man. Appreciated. You feel me? Yeah, like,
Come on.
for real. Yeah, like, been here, mainstays now for a long time.
I'm live in 15, so.
Yeah, but still, salute to you, troops, man, for allowing me on the platform, man. Appreciate it, for real.
Come on, man. This is 30 things, bro. You get me? We're gonna redirect to Monts, and then he should be redirecting to Lewis.
No, I might message him still.
Yeah, because we do it that way.
Yeah, everyone's going live, people. Lewis is
Because-
live, Monty is live, I'm going live. So you got
Yeah,
plenty of
Mods is
content.
live now. I think Lewis is live in like 20. Flawless is probably live at like 6.
Yeah. I'm live
So
in
then-
about 15. But yeah, Lewis get that off him. But yeah, you lot got plenty of content, man. Watch it on the live or watch it on the watch back. Support everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
Watch one and then watch the other two on mute and then go watch him back after.
Big man thing.
As all adds to the watch time hours and views, etc. So if you want more Manchester United tears or if United fans therapy, pull up.
But yeah, just, you hear me? Let that peanut head know who sent you lot over, blood. You get me? 1K likes as well. Big up your damn selves, blood. You understand? That's good to see, man. You get me? That's good to see, blood. But we'll be back on Friday. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Big up the mods, them. Big up the super chatters. Big up the chat. Enjoy your week. Hopefully, I'm not 10 points behind them scumbags come Friday, blood.